gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Let's get ready to rumble!
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Drawn and Quartered here on Blacklist Universe and exactly Iron Age Media. Hey, where all the artists at? The only person to show up so far is Jeff, but what? Jeff.
Hi, Richard. King Richard, sorry.
Hello, Richard. Welcome to the channel. Boy,
It'll change my avatar.
does nobody want to draw Blazing Saddles? Because I can't wait. I'll draw it by myself if I have to, but I really want. I saw the Blazing Saddles was trending on Twitter today. I was like, that would make a great drawn and quartered because I love Blazing Saddles. It's
written partly by Richard Pryor.
Nothing. Do you want to draw Blazing Saddles for drawn and quartered? Blazing Saddles. You don't know, oh my gosh. I don't think she wants to draw it. All right, it'll just be me.
If you're not taught your kids right.
Hold on, I'll post this up here. Dang, Mike's lost some weight. I lost over 20 pounds. Carnivore diet, ladies and gentlemen. Carnivore diet. Kevin Sharp says, LOL, I'm coming. Just getting set up. Yeah, because, you know.
What happened to Carson?
Kevin's new, so he didn't realize that it starts at 7. I don't know what happened to Carson. I could call and bug him. He'd probably want to get in on some Blazing Saddles action. Unfortunately, I've been talking to Matt Weldon. He'll be coming back to the internet soon, but tonight's too early. So looking forward to that. But you know who we do have? A mensch among mensch. The Jerkmonger. What's up, Elliot?
That's a nice meatball.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey.
Zach says she doesn't know what Blazing Saddles is. Educate your kids, Mike. She knows what it is. I have shown all my children Blazing Saddles when they were much younger than it was appropriate.
Wah.
It was important. Blazing Saddles is a fundamental movie to teach children how stupid racism is. It was a necessary part of the education of my children that they watched Blazing Saddles and understood the ridiculousness of judging people by the color of their skin.
I love judging people by the color of their skin.
There's so much other stuff to judge them for, Elliot.
I know, this is just entertaining.
Juan is ready to draw. Zach Richmond says, Elliot!
Are we doing D&Q tonight? Actual D&Q? Oh, snap. I wasn't even ready for that. Okay.
D&Q, right. We're doing Blazing Saddles D&Q.
See, even Eden's going to draw.
Ding, ding, ding,
Aren't
ding,
you?
ding, 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 ding.
Eden, you're going to draw?
A blazing saddle, he wore a shining star.
Eden, you're going to draw? You're going to draw?
I'm trying to sing the theme song, Elliot.
Michael, shush. She sounds much nicer than you. Eden.
Sing the theme song, Eden.
Oh, I don't know.
He conquered fear and he conquered hate. He turned dark night into day. He wore a blazing saddle. Something to light the way.
Kevin!
Booyah! Got the
what's up?
DVD. I got
What up,
the actual thing.
Hey, Elliot. Hey, Jeff.
How-
Hey, Mike.
Hey,
Hello, Kevin.
I'm gonna have to grab some reference for this.
Some reference. I've already got my reference queued up.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because plenty of reference, but composition, I have no idea. I'm on a little
Yeah.
tiny
I'm gonna do
sketchbook.
something like a movie poster sort of thing.
Yeah, something. Yeah,
I'm
something
gonna do
like
something so awesome. Everyone in the audience is gonna be like,
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
What's the occasion? Is it there like an anniversary of this or something?
"No, it was trending on Twitter." So I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, that would be a great topic to do." See, I have to be like excited and interesting about something to actually want to put the effort into doing a D&Q.
wow.
And you know, these are some of my favorite clips.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
You just like that screaming woman in the background.
Yes.
Can I start drawing now? Can I start drawing now?
You
Candy
can start
Graham
drawing
Mondo.
now. I'm gonna. You know what? Let me. I'm gonna. I don't know what happened to Carson. It's actually.
I think they're gonna need
Yeah.
my
Do you want to do it?
maybe there was so much crime outside of his apartment building that they were trapped inside, and his wife was forced to eat him.
Wow. Jeff, you're gonna.
I mean,
you're
you
gonna
know,
draw it, Jeff?
Anything's possible, I suppose.
Dude, you don't want me drawing.
I want
It's-
you drawing.
No, you don't want me drawing.
Yes, I want you drawing. I want to see it.
No, we don't.
Yes, I want to see it.
All right. I need to find Matt's number. Carson.
Hang on.
Carson. Matt Carson.
Have you guys seen the new
You alive?
comic?
You know what? If he's not alive and I text him, "You alive?" and whoever picks up his phone, that's gonna be really sad.
Aw.
He got caught in a flash flood. He went to Burning Man and drowned in an inch of water.
Oh, no. I hope not.
Comics Bear is excited. What about Brohawk? I want to see him drawing Blazing Saddles. I contacted him, but he hasn't responded. I could call him and just harass him to join us.
That'd be awesome.
What'd you
Would it
call
be
it,
awesome?
Monkey?
You want me to call?
Oh yeah.
Because here's the thing: he doesn't have a cell phone, so I have to call it a landline, and I can't text him.
Oh. Dang it.
All right, let's see.
It's so
David.
non-committed.
I know he's. Wait,
Eden, girl, what you been up to?
Not much.
That's brilliant. Thank you. With the giggle, the giggle made it perfect. Look at Mike. Look, he looks so proud. It's like, yeah, she giggled.
Pride is a sin, Elliot. I glorified my children. Get it right.
Actually,
Wow.
Brohawk is aloof.
He's aloof.
Aloof is the word.
He is not aloofa.
He's an alufa. He's
I never
a
said
son
loofah.
of the
There's
sea.
no A at the end of that loof.
Brohawk off the grid. No, he's a Luddite. I mean, you guys see how he can barely manage a computer, right? Getting him on to stream was like such a chore.
Aaron can do it.
Aaron is about this much further into the technological world than he's got a cell phone. Aaron has a cell phone.
That's good.
Can you imagine a human being in America today that doesn't have a cell phone? My 83-year-old mother has a cell phone, but Brohawk.
I'm not going to be taken in by all this technology.
That's right. They can't track me.
Cell
You won't
phones.
track me.
Cell phones are the devil, Bobby Boucher.
All right. Well, that being the case,
Sure.
if it's just the three of us, that's all. right.
Just the three of us.
Now I'm actually
We
worried about Matt.
can-
Matt never misses a night.
Where are the girls at?
I don't know.
See? Something's going on.
Something
It's
is going on.
The pole's shifting.
Um,
Maybe they
Pretty
all got
soon-
trapped in there. Maybe they all got trapped in their apartments.
They heard I was coming and ran.
Yeah, that's what it was. Pretty soon,
Juan Soto, do you want to jump in? I can send you the link.
pretty
See
soon,
any other artists in the chat.
California's going to turn into Antarctica. It's going to be awesome.
Hey, Gabrielle's here.
Hey,
Gabriel's
Gabrielle.
back. Praise be.
Yay.
Gabrielle, do you wanna come in and drop
She's
in
a really
for
good
us?
artist.
Yeah.
Yay!
You want to come in and draw some blazing saddles? Some
I'm
goodness.
so tired of being desired.
I think I'm bothered the most by the fact that Jeff actually sounds like her.
I know. Oh,
La,
good
la,
boy.
la,
Disturbing concerning the
za,
dude.
za, za, za.
So tell me, Shatsi, is it true what they say about you fellas being gifted?
I
Yeah, that's really uncomfortable, Mike.
never said that.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Do you guys know what got
Please
edited?
don't do that again.
You know the
What are
line
we-
that was edited out of that scene?
What?
What?
Late that they censors edited a line out of that scene after the
Really?
lights go out. Yeah. Should I say
I
it?
did not know that. What was edited out?
It's true. It's true. Lady, you're sucking my elbow.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I have heard that. And I was wondering, like, why didn't I ever hear that? And that makes sense
Oh.
now.
We have a question for Eden.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Aw, look, are you blushing?
Oh,
Look at oh, that's funny. My bad.
whoa! Alpha Proto still has not seen the movie. What are you waiting
Whoa.
for? This
That-
is an American tradition.
This is
Every red-blooded American person should see Blazing Saddles by the time they're 13.
If you're a little allergic to racial slurs, just be forewarned. But
No, don't
That's-
forewarn them.
yeah. Well, I mean, like if you have family walking in on the while you're watching, going, "What is this?"
Sheriff is near.
It's not. It's not.
He
It's
said
not
the sheriff
something.
is near. No,
It's-
it's,
It's not a movie that you want to watch in mixed company. You definitely don't want to, especially in this day and age.
yes, you do.
No,
no,
no, you
no,
don't.
no, Michael, no.
Did Jalen watch
No.
it? I told him to watch it.
It's the age of enlightenment.
Mike has been a bad
I told her boyfriend to watch it. He hasn't watched it yet.
Well, he's saying you got to leave him right now.
I know. I mean, he's like
I
24 years old. How's he not seen?
Oh no, this is
Survey.
a travesty. Survey says
Oh no.
bad
Remind me
boyfriend.
after this. Yeah, I have to do a thing for that. It's a brilliant piece of cinema. It is, and it's one of the most important movies in Hollywood history. I swear, and that's not even a joke. It's
I don't know.
I really believe that that Blazing Saddles did more for race relations in this country than all of the race hustling charlatans. Well, they're actually
Or
working in the
sharptons.
opposite agenda, so that's not really a good comparison. But yeah, it did so much to just get people to freaking realize how stupid racism is, and that's what you want. Cossin says, "Still kicking."
Get your butt in
Should I
here.
remind him that it's Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday.
Of course, this comes from the same guy who did who did was it the producers, and
Yeah.
that was based around the play, or the whole premise of the producers was based around the play Springtime for Hitler.
Yeah.
So, and they had, I think it was in later on at the end of that, at nearing the end of the show, that they were doing some sort of the musical about Hitler, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Was that the,
Oh, yeah. In the end of Blazing
Yeah.
Saddles. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, this is Mel Brooks. There is nothing off limits with that guy.
It's so hard to quote Blazing Saddles these days.
Yeah, and not get shut down.
Yeah.
All you got is the excuse me while I that thing.
No, there's Candygram for Mongo.
Mongo just pawn in Game of Life.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
All right, how many times do you think I'm going to play that clip tonight?
I don't think we'll ever get old.
A hell of a lot.
We'll ever. Whatever.
We can always play the clip of the old lady.
So you guys formulate what you want to draw, so we have a head start on cost.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
We'll start.
I'm already drawing. I'm already doing.
Oh, really?
Elliot's just warming up. He's just warming up.
Yeah, sure. Warming up. That's it. I don't know anything. I don't know what to draw for this subject, but
maybe.
But
maybe you gotta get started.
But the
Yeah, because like drawing one character is okay, but there's so many good characters in the movie that it's.
I'm gonna do Lily. I'm gonna do Waco Kid, and I'm gonna do Bart, Sheriff Bart, at least. And then if I have time, I'll stick some of the other like Lepetamain and all the Mongo.
Yeah.
I'll stick everybody in there.
They used to call me.
Get a warped one.
They used to call me the Waco Kid.
Work. How you doing, boys?
But you can call me
Yes.
the Waco Kid.
That's also a good clip. You could clip and
see that.
You won't get in trouble for
It's
that.
a rock. Yeah, but I shoot with this hand.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, the best line in the movie is, "So, seeing as how I am your host and you are my guest, what do you like to do?" Well, play chess. Screw. Well, let's play chess.
Exactly. Yep, that's another one. You can clear.
Oh, so good. It is seriously Mel Brooks' funniest movie. Second place, History of the World.
No, Young Frankenstein.
That's a $400 hand card.
I mean, I love Young Frankenstein. Okay, you're gonna make me. Those are definitely the top three. Definitely top three.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to rewatch Spaceballs recently, and it just did not hold up to my adult mind.
Yeah, me neither. I tried playing it for a young person once, and they didn't get any of the references. I was like, "Ugh, this sucks."
Yeah,
it's not fun.
And yeah, I noped out of Mel Brooks at Robin Hood Men in Tights. Sorry, Alpha Proto, but I couldn't. Theaters, and I was like, I
couldn't. It wasn't as good as the other ones. And then there was he also had Silent Movie, but I didn't really like that one either. And High Anxiety.
No.
Who's the one? What movie was the one with? It's either a Coen Brothers movie or it's him. It was the one with George Clooney as Caesar. It's a
Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar. Whose is that?
That's Coen Brothers.
Is that Coen Brothers? Okay, I
so.
haven't seen it yet. I own it, but I haven't seen it. Well, I don't own it. I've leased it from Amazon Prime.
No, Andrew, I did not get to know Francis at Wildstorm. So I guess Matt will be here eventually.
Excuse me while we map this out.
While I map this out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna at least set up my iPad so that we're ready to go. Should I show any of what I've been doing afar?
Sure.
I might have to stop it and do some work, but
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm drawing now. I'm getting ahead of y'all.
All right, so let's just catch up on the last 5 episodes. No, let's go all the way back here. Let's see. Couldn't preview this file. Come on, really? Why is it not previewing? Let's try this one. Okay. So for those who don't know, I'm doing the Bible as as a children's book that has no words, so that it can be read, quote unquote, read and understood as pictographs to any person on Earth. You could drop one of these in the middle of Detroit, and a Detroit public school 5th grader could read it.
That's awesome, Michael. That is awesome.
Or the Congo. You could drop one in the Congo, and
I was praising you. This is good.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
So here's the. I'm just gonna go up through where I'm at right now. So, Ellie, can you tell me what's happening?
So someone's there talking about love,
That's Jesus.
and everyone's dirty and drippy.
Yeah.
And here comes this other drippy person made of mud, and she said, I know somebody who's sick. Oh, this is Lazarus?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, and he's like, I think he's dead. You know, if you really want to make him dead, just do the X's on the eyes.
He's not dead though.
I'm so lucky.
Oh, he's sick. He's gonna die. And then
Right.
Jesus is like, yeah, I can't go right now. And then now he's like hanging out, roasting marshmallows, and he's like, city, what? Dead guy. I gotta go to the city.
Same guy.
Yeah, that's great.
He's dead.
Look at you. So they all went there, and everybody's muddy. That's on
Except Jesus.
purpose, right?
Except
I know.
Jesus.
I see that. And then he's also wearing really cool, like, boot pants. And then they're like, oh, I can't believe it. And he's crying with them too. Ow! Because he's mourning Lazarus. He's dead because he's got the X's now.
That's right.
Oh, man. And he's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? He's like, look, I'm going to lean on this right here real quick. Stand back. Just roll that thing out. Wow, it stinketh. It stinks in there. Oh my gosh, he's dead. It's gross. G. Ross. And so Jesus is praying. Is he praying to himself?
Well, that's in the very beginning. He separates himself from himself to become.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. And then he's like, Lazarus. I like that. That's a good face. Forth. Hey, fellas.
Hey-o.
He's got that curly hair, you know. It's party time. He's still dirty, though. So you know what that means. He ain't gonna last long. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But yo, check it out. Kingdom love eternity. It's eternal love. And that's Messiah?
That's my Messiah symbol.
Okay. Messiah, Mashiach. And then they're like, oy vey, we got to kill this guy.
That's where I am right now.
That's good, man. That's very good. I love this.
That's page 79.
This might be one of the most important things you've ever done, Michael.
It is going to be the most important thing I possibly ever do. Yeah.
Are you going to do the whole Bible or just like
It's the Gospels. Have I never shown you this?
No.
No, you have never shown us this.
I've never seen it. but-
Elliot, I'm not talking to you, Jeff.
Dang it.
So here, it starts here.
Mike, we never talk anymore.
You don't buy me flowers.
You don't sing me love songs. You hardly talk to me anymore.
Why is my eye burning?
End of the day. Are you crying?
No, well, I kind of am, but I don't mean to be. My eye is burning.
Oh my gosh, it's not previewing.
Because it's a Photoshop document, right?
Okay, so here's the first. It previews and then it disappears. All right, well, here's page 2 anyways. So, God. Okay, Elliot, you tell me.
So it's like, I love what I did here. This is, oh, look, there's evil and death and disease. It might have been called, this may be what people think is the Big Bang. It was just God doing stuff. Boom! And then, I love that.
straight into.
Did you put it back in the
I
garage?
want to live in America. I want to
No,
live
it's
in
not
America.
Not
No,
America.
it's not. Like all the little baby lambs, and I've got. By the way, I'm all muddy, and the lamb is not though. That's interesting. And then, hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. And she's like, no.
If I publish this, it's not an if, it's when. Will it be a long page book? No, I'm gonna do it square. So I'm gonna break the panels up and then do them square. So
You should post it like this on Instagram.
yeah.
Yes,
And look,
hot dog. You
so-
should draw Mongo.
So let's check it out. This is gonna be this thing, right? And then this Messiah, he's from up above, right? And she, that is not gonna happen up in her. And women.
That panel makes me laugh every time.
It's really good. That's really good.
Women.
Misogyny. And then he's wait, is this Mary talking?
Yeah.
Like, so I saw this thing. And he's like, and then this thing from above, and then wait a minute. You said what? Women. Get it? It's just say it there again. And then this is saying he's like, I'm so glad I kicked her out. And then babies, thumbs up. Blink. I think it's true. Okay, look, I was wrong. Okay, I saw this thing from up above. And then, so I'm cool with it. Meanwhile, Dad's like, He got his booty kicked out of town. Get out of here, boy.
I like your reading of it.
And then,
why are these pages not showing up?
couldn't preview this file.
What the heck?
Couldn't preview this file. All this is happening in the ether.
Oh my gosh. All right. I guess
Excuse me while I whip this trap.
So yeah, I'm 79 pages in. I had,
Great.
dude, I started this 8 years ago and I did 65 pages. And then I kind of got sidetracked because I showed it to my manager, who became my literary agent, and she was like, "Oh, this is great, but can you do something that we can get syndicated? Because, if you get something syndicated and you get it in a bunch of newspapers, you make a lot of money, and then you'd have a platform to do something like this." So that's why I started doing Bless This Mess. And then that got syndicated in Sweden and Norway and Scandinavia, basically.
Nice.
And so yeah, then
Mike,
after that,
you're international.
Oh well, Scandinavia. It's like 12 people. But there are over 200 churches in my 30,000 person city. Yeah, so I think if we can find a way, because I don't want to get rich off of this. I want this to be a ministry for churches. So I want to be able to print them as cheaply as possible, so black and white, so that they can get them to as many people as possible. Who, I could go down to Mexico and hand these things out, and I don't speak Spanish, but you read it, you got it. You get it. You got it. You know it's good. The rhymes out right. You wish you would. So Mike's Chick Tracks. Yeah, basically. So it's the gospel story all the way from John 1:1, and then I go through the synoptic gospel. So like all of the events, all the way through the resurrection. So the vision I had initially, I know Kevin and Jeff. You probably not Jeff. Kevin and Jeff, you've probably heard this. I've probably told you this before, but this is for Elliot's benefit. My vision I had in church was of people being covered in mud and Jesus being clean and perfect. And then when he's crucified, all of their mud transfers onto him. They all become clean. And he becomes a great big mud monster and is hidden from God. He can't be seen by God. And then when he's resurrected, he's clean again. So that was the wash cycle for mankind's sin, but it was a visualization of, like when you're going to be reading this whole thing and you don't know anything about the story, you're like, why are all these people muddy? Why are all these people? How come this one guy's not? But how do you know he's a king? Hey, you can go crap all over him.
I know,
So it's the Monty Python of right. And then that's I'm just doing this whole thing to get to that scene because I think
Who
that
elected
scene is
you?
going to be super powerful as a storyteller. As when people they're going to be 100, 120 pages into this thing, completely used to everybody being covered in dirt, mud, and then like when that happens, they're all clean. They're going to be like, what? So
What?
What the what?
if you want to make it available to churches, Mike, you're going to have to assume some of it will be copyright infringed. I don't honestly care. It's the message getting out that matters. And if people, copy paste it.
Are you
right?
saying this is meant to go viral?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Put it up on Instagram, so at least it has a place to live there. Publish it like that, and then you could always republish it, collect it, and then do it again, and just get maximum viewage.
Yeah.
Or not. I could tell you.
I'll get around to something like that. Where's Carson?
I don't
He's
know.
your friend.
Zach says, I love this concept. It's great and accessible and funny too. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm also still warming up, by the way.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Are you? Well.
Let me. Wilbur. All right, let me. Oh man, David says his back is killing him. He barely made it through Graybeards. Dadgummit. Copy. Create a new window.
Did you ask him if that was because he was carrying Aaron the whole time?
No, I didn't ask him that.
I would have asked him.
Well, I know. Whatever. If you want to make it available to churches, Mike, you're going to have to assume. Oh, I already read that. Yes, Costin is taking his sweet time. No care for everyone else's time, right? Am I right?
No, it's crazy. Eesh. Okay.
Kevin, give us an update. How you doing, buddy?
Give me a moment. I got to run. Hold on for a second. I got to take tickers.
All right, fine. No update from Kevin.
I think what he said was, "Wait a minute, I got the runs." Oh, that's what I heard.
I kind of want to show this part.
Then show
Don't
it.
show it. Don't show it.
No, show it.
Don't show it.
I'll show the whole thing.
No,
There's no
show-
spoilers here. Gosh dang it! Why
No.
isn't my Dropbox working?
Because if it's a Photoshop document, if it's in layers, it won't show.
It's a
it.
JPEG.
Well, then you did it wrong.
Oh,
Oh, look what Kevin's showing. Oh,
Mr.
Kevin's-
Flashy Flash, huh?
Well, I was just grabbing the cover, the other cover that I was doing the inks on. We just started the inks for everybody to see.
Really nice.
My oxygen thing isn't too loud for you guys, is it?
I didn't even know you had one.
Oh, okay.
yeah. What do you
Make
know?
sure it wasn't too loud on my fan. It's very hot here.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's warm here too.
I have my fan on as well. So, yeah,
I think it's like maybe even in the 80s.
Where?
Just here,
Where you
send
are?
me here, let me check the temperature outside.
You jerk. You big jerk.
It's just really warm in this room because we've got all these computers. It's 74 degrees outside. It's
Ah.
Alpha Proto, just to answer Alpha Proto's question, I'm on home oxygen right now because of my lungs. It's not anything to do with COVID. It's, if you look it up, it's pigeon lung. And I was in the hospital off and on for a good couple of months, back and forth.
You still struggling with that, bro?
yeah, it's going to take a little bit because my lungs were so beat up and my breathing was so bad that it's kind of a slow process.
Do you still have any infection in there?
I don't think so. I'm waiting to hear back because I just had a checkup with the getting a CT scan to check my lungs. So I'm waiting to hear back from that. And I'm hoping to hear something good. But I got a cold from my daughter and my stepson both had a cold. So now I got that. So it's kind of like taking its toll on me a little bit. And then the fun part was going to one of my other checkups, and it was for my heart. And come to find out that they lost the sensor readings that I had. I may have to do the sensor thing again because they lost the sensor readings. The nurse practitioner that was talking to me about it was getting mad because they had lost the second. The company that they were getting the sensor readings from, somehow something had been lost in between getting to her computer or whatever. So I'm not even supposed to be on prednisone this long, and nobody's told me to stop, and I can't take. Nobody's told me how to wean myself off the prednisone. So I've got no word on what's going on, and my doctor was like, "Hey, I'm really concerned about you being on prednisone this long. If you have any heart problems, you need to go. Don't listen to the people around here. Go down to Duke. Duke in North Carolina." And I'm like, "What?" So I was like, "That's good to hear." And so I'm all over the place, man. I'm kind of panicky because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to drop dead from a heart attack from this stuff or what's going on.
Well, don't do that.
Some kind of weird arrhythmia going on. She called it PVC, but I don't know exactly what that stands for. Other than the normal PVC, which is like your plastic figures and stuff. But anyway.
Probably pulmonary ventricular something.
Oh, you're on it. You're on it there.
Let me look it up.
So I've got that. It's just a weird, odd beat in my heart. But they also started on me on another medicine called insulin called Trulicity, which also causes that. So who knows?
Dang it!
Yes, it's very annoying. Anyway,
it's called premature ventricular contractions.
Yeah.
So your heart's beating off pace.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And she's a little concerned. The nurse practitioner was a little concerned about what that meant for me, and she didn't have enough information to go on because the heart sensor readings were not in. She couldn't find them. Nobody had sent them in. It had been like a couple of months, and they should have already had it. It was not fun. So anyway, just to answer Alpha Proto's a question. We go back to our regularly scheduled Blazing Saddles.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin, you're killing me.
Can we all pray for Kevin, please?
I just want some answers
Kevin.
and some solutions. Yeah. I'd like to not die of a heart attack while trying to get rid of this lung situation.
That would be cool.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah, ideally.
If we can avoid that, that'd be something we'd be praying for sure.
Yeah, I think I got that same thing too.
The desire to live.
Really?
Yeah, the desire to live, the pulmonary ventricular. Been having them a lot lately. I usually get them when I'm sick.
Oh,
And
wow.
Allergies have been really bad, but it's like a fluttering.
Uh-huh.
And basically says alcohol, drug, or misuse caused by certain medications, including decongestants and antihistamines, alcohol or drug misuse, stimulants such as caffeine or tobacco, increased levels of adrenaline due to exercise or anxiety, injury to the heart muscle due to disease. And other risk factors include caffeine, tobacco, alcohol, stimulants such as cocaine or methamphetamines, exercise if you have certain types of PVCs, anxiety, heart attack, heart disease, including congenital heart disease, coronary artery disease, heart failure or weakened heart muscle, cardiomyopathy.
Do you get cramps?
Huh?
Do you get cramps?
Cramps?
Cramps.
Like in my legs?
Legs,
Yes.
fingers, toes.
I do.
Yes, and in my fingers lately. Yeah, a lot in my fingers.
Yeah, I get all that.
Try taking magnesium and potassium.
Yeah.
Yeah, magnesium is good. And potassium, definitely.
Yeah, the doctor started me on a regimen of magnesium. It messes with your stomach, though. Whew, at least the stuff they give me, anyway.
Oh, man, yeah, it's a good laxative.
Yeah.
It's pretty great, though.
Yeah,
Pretty
but,
great, man.
You need
Crap.
magnesium for your muscles to relax. So
Oh.
if
That
you're cramping, it's because your muscle is contracting, but you don't have the magnesium for it to relax back to the relaxed state.
That might be why it contributes to
It's magnesium and potassium. So
to extra flow.
Yeah, I knew about potassium, and she hit me with these magnesium pills, magnesium oxides.
yeah, it's hard because you do have to balance them both, magnesium and potassium. So
Excuse me.
So
what
are
else?
we starting? Are we
yes,
starting?
yes, Matt is here. We are starting.
Okay.
Blazing Saddles, Matt. Go.
Cool.
What's that?
Oh my
What?
God.
I've never
What?
seen it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Matthew.
Of all human beings on this planet have not seen Blazing Saddles?
That's my response to Carson.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean,
the wide world of sports is going on here?
unbelievable.
Stone him.
That is something I would have never ever expected to hear.
Me
Really?
neither. Yeah.
There's a way. There's a way.
Get on it, Matt.
Oh,
I don't even know where you can find it.
Just find it. I mean, I have a.
don't do it.
I don't know where the disc is.
It's
Pablo
his
hasn't seen it
commemorative.
either.
It's his platinum commemorative edition. That's signed by Headley Lamar.
Headley.
Headley Lamar.
Eddie Morris, that older actress, right?
Yeah, she's the genius that invented all the what was it called? Random pattern transmitting or something. It's used in our cell phones.
What?
So that we-
I remember you told me about that.
Yeah,
that lady. Because just recently, one of the guys, my wife's boss, was showing me pictures of her, talking about her, and I was like, yeah, the actress.
Headley.
Right. Oh, have I seen Willy Wonka? Of course, love that one.
Well,
I
it's
own
Willy
it.
Wonka,
I
it's
own the
just-
soundtrack too.
Come with me. And scrabble frizzy for me
Land
people.
of pure imagination.
Don't that's what
Hey,
singing.
where all the white women at?
Oh daisies! How ordinary!
How
Oh
ordinary.
look, a wet rose. No, baby. 10 Schnitzengruben is my limit.
It's okay. It's just a man and a horse being hung outside.
I don't know what to add to this. I did a drawing of the sheriff, but that's all I got.
Oh my gosh! I thought this was gonna be so easy, and now I'm like stuck.
I'm telling you, because it's not because the actors are iconic, but the images are not something you think about a lot. So-
I get no kicks from champagne.
Ooh, ooh.
No, good old work song. You know, like the Cantown Ladies. The
Camp
Cantown.
Town Lady.
Yeah, you know. Can't
Dick
down
can't
ladies sing this song.
Doo-dar.
Doo-dar.
Camp down racetrack 5 miles long. Oh,
No.
doo-dar.
Oh, got it.
Tried it all night. You're supposed to all join in then.
I don't know this song.
Dick Camp Town.
I've never heard any of this stuff, so it's all new to me.
Oh man, Matt. You're making me cry.
Don't worry, Matt. I only saw it once or twice.
Oh my gosh. I've seen it so many times.
I seen someone try to show me the Rocky Picture Horror Show. Like we went over to this kid's house in high school, and he put it on, and my brother and I were sitting there, and we're just like look at each other and looked at him, and he's like, "You're not into this, are you?" Like, no. he's turned it off. He's like, "All right."
Yeah, my friends tried to in high school where it's like, oh no, this is a classic, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
I had probably the same reaction as Cosmo.
I used to go and watch it at the midnight showings. It was an event.
Did you dress up?
No.
Oh, it wasn't that big of an event.
Well, I mean, I'm not that big of a nerd.
I'm just excited that Halloween commercials are coming on. So there's a lot of like Hollow Scream and Halloween Horror Nights commercials. I'm like, ooh,
dude, they were starting to do that stuff back in freaking August. I'm like, what the heck? They're not even over with summer yet, and they're jumping into all the fall stuff or Halloween stuff. I saw Halloween decorations at Costco, and it was like mid-August. I'm like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
They're losing their minds.
Yep. They got the mummy over there.
It's not even fall yet. It's like, what the heck? It's summer. It's like we're burning hot over here.
It's falling up. What are you talking about? He just told me it's 74 degrees. It's not burning up.
Oh man, we're sweating. It's so freaking hot.
Well then, take off.
I got the AC. I got the AC running right now.
Take off that mask.
Matt, it's 74 degrees over here.
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like 84 degrees.
Oh my god. It's probably the humidity.
Yeah, probably. And plus, I don't get much airflow where I'm at, or windows. If we keep them open, they get nothing. So it's like I had to put the AC on.
What are you trying to say?
AC. I like fall, but I don't want it to be fall before it's fall.
I do.
I'm not big on Halloween either, so.
Oh, I am.
I don't like
Hey,
seeing
dude,
it.
If I could, I'd go to your house and scare you every day.
Hey, speaking of Halloween, this was the doctor's office when I went to go get my CT scan. Y'all notice anything in this doctor's office?
What the heck?
Christmas tree?
The Christmas tree?
That's not really a vote of confidence right there. What the heck?
Yeah, that's what
Is that
I'm
from-
saying.
Is it long
A
as it's
Christmas
new and
tree.
not like old? What the
Why is there a
heck?
hat on top?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's just a patient like sitting in the corner. You think it's a tree. They like
Yeah,
wear
that's
weird
why-
costumes.
That's why he's there. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Doc,
thinks he
I'm a
has some,
Christmas
like,
tree.
He got some type of like, some tree disease, he's like, I'm doctor, I swear. Man, that's weird, Christmas tree.
Yes. I just thought it was odd, man. I was like, are you kidding me? Is this real?
Did you ask about it?
No, not really, because I think like when I got there and first sat down and started taking a picture, they came out and said, "Oh, we're ready for you, Mr. Sharp." I was like, "Whoa, okay."
I couldn't hold that in. I'd be like, yo, seriously though, what the hell?
Yeah, I'd be like, "What is this?"
What's up with that tree, man? And the hat
Maybe
on
this-
top?
Maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe they're trying to inspire young children to. I don't know. I got nothing. Jeff, come on. Help me out.
What?
Give me a reason why the Christmas tree's there.
Because it's Christmas.
Give me the reason to just friends.
I gotta
Is that
say, I
what
do
it
like pumpkin pie.
Oh, yeah, but that's a fall thing. It's not a Halloween thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I could skip Halloween and go straight to like Thanksgiving, fall.
Stop
man.
it! Stop it! Stop it! Did you not watch The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? You know
Oh yeah,
what?
I've seen that.
I'm taking your card away.
I've seen it,
Scar-
but
scarred him for life.
I'm not big into it. It's funny. I never watched horror movies as a kid either, and so I don't. They don't freak me out or anything. I just like But my cousins used to watch them all the time, and they get freaked out easy when the lights go out. They're like, "Oh God!" And I'm like, "What? What's wrong?" And they're like freaking out. I'm like, I didn't see all the crazy, scary stuff, so I'm like, my mind doesn't go there. I'm like, it's just dark.
My mind goes
Is
there.
anybody else going to share their art?
I did. It's in my little avatar.
You're done already?
Yeah.
Oh, you silly rabbit! Tricks are for kids. Here, I'll turn on my camera and I'll share.
Excuse me while I slip into something a little more comfortable.
Oh man.
Ah, that's better.
Do you like that, Michael? Do you like that?
Is it a 10-gallon hot? Or are you just enjoying the show?
Oh, I'm still on screen.
Well, nobody else is showing their work.
I'm showing it right now.
Hey, oh, let's go. Oh, nice. Wow, you're so far ahead. Ooh, look at that.
I started sooner. So I'm just doing portraits at this point.
I know, right?
What else is there?
Sweet.
I wanted to do like a movie poster. Maybe I'm aiming too high.
I think you are. It's not the Air
I
Force.
just don't want to let him down. I don't want to let the audience down.
Listen. They're here. They're already let down. It's too late. Sweet Carol, fee fur fur. I just wanted to say that. Free fur, fur fee, fur frams.
Feared now. He's
See? That's how you get.
Defeat for feed. More.
That's how you get around copyright infringement. You sing it like the Swedish Chef. Free fur, fee fur, fur, fur.
Well, you copyright for just singing?
Yeah, I do.
What? Really?
Yep. Every time I sing on my Instagram, I get a video gets shut down.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
No, it's just because I'm such a great singer.
That's crazy. What if you hum it?
Why you laugh? Why you laugh, Mike? Why you laugh?
What? Sorry, I was just clearing my throat.
Wait, let me clear my throat.
Excuse me. while I clear my throat.
Something like that.
It got so that
And bust your balloons.
every pissant prairie punk who thought he could shoot a gun would ride into town to try the Waco Kid. I must have killed more men than Cecil B. DeMille. Got pretty gritty. Started hearing the word draw in my sleep. Then one day, I was walking down the street when I heard someone shout, "Reach for it, mister."
The sky, mister.
I turned around to see who it was, and there I was, standing face to face with a 60-year-old kid. I put down my guns and walked away. Little bastard shot me in the ass.
Hey, Andrew Hayes says that he hates to say this, but it looks like I've lost hair.
What?
Yeah. These are my Catwoman ears, or Batman ears.
Hmm.
You don't see? You see a little pointy?
It's true. You're losing your hair. What's going on?
Yeah, that's why I shave it. It's a simple problem. It's gonna be
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. I mean, just over these past few years.
You see that face? Like that. Hey, you want to see something cool? So when we went to Joe Fest, I talked to that dude Mark II Design, and he was doing this thing where he was gonna do take different pictures of like my face and everything to turn me into an action figure.
Sweet.
It's the jerkbot. Wait. Felix calls him Sketchbook. Elliot Sketchbook Fernandez.
Nice. Was that
Step-
3D printed or was it?
Yeah, he took pictures of me. He had me. He didn't do the whole.
Andrew's
didn't have
trying to make up for it.
Shut up, Andrew. So he went all around me, or he had me turn, and so as long as I stayed as still as possible, and I turned, and he used his phone. There was an app on his phone, And then he finished it all up, and he took a bunch of pictures to get a good sense of my. Oh, it fell. I had a little dot in the top. Yikers. And he got a whatever, and then he made that. Comic Spirit says Sketchbook Fernandez sounds pretty cool for show. Now he's got the bald head. He even has, you know how I have these little ridges right here on the where my skull is, right along here, where it meets the brow. He did that in here too.
Sweet.
It's prominent. Yeah. The only thing he doesn't have is my little tree vein that comes down when I laugh a lot. I have this big bulky artery that's like you could just slice me right there and I'd die.
The head bleeds very much when it's cut.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't even listen to me. Don't even listen to me.
What?
Oh, what?
Did Elliot say something?
Nothing at all. Shut your mouths, both of you. So I wanted Brooks in this.
I can't
I don't
draw.
know if I
I
can.
feel like I can't draw.
You can draw, Michael. You can.
Maybe you're just outdrawn.
If you just believe in yourself.
I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Where's your daughter? I thought she was going to draw.
I don't know. She disappeared.
Not appreciating that at all. Not appreciating that at all.
Put Kevin up here since he's drawing. Matt's drawing, but he's drawing something totally unrelated to the project, to the assignment. So
I'm trying to
why is my
open a
why
new
do I have
file.
a-
Pablo
Kevin.
says you're out of shape, Mike.
I am not out of shape.
Okay, I'm not
Yes, sir.
gonna argue.
Have you seen the new Conan comic
There you
Bye.
go.
by
Oh, you
Rafael
mean
de la
I'm drawing? I'm out of shape drawing. I draw every day.
I have not, unfortunately.
Dude. Mike, you got to look this up, man. By Titan. I have the 0 issue here, I think. And I have issue number 1. This is drawn by De La Torre, this guy. It looks like John Buscema is alive again.
Oh, I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah. I saw that.
Cool,
That looked
man.
cool.
It looks like a little mix of Buscema and Frazetta.
Well, Buscema really did kind of do a Frazetta thing there.
Oh,
But
okay.
that, you should see, it looks like I'm reading that like early to middle run that Buscema did on Conan
Uh-huh.
before Ernie Chan. I didn't like Ernie Chan. Did you like Ernie
What?
Chan?
Yeah, Journey Chan's awesome.
I like Ernie
Alright.
Chan on certain people.
I didn't like him on Buscema.
Like
I think
Alfredo Alcala also inked a lot of people, and he made them look really, really good too. They're kind of like, take somebody's stuff and then already look good, and then make them even better.
I like Ernie Chan just when he drew it and inked it himself, like the Conan's. I got a bunch of those magazines.
Ugh, I didn't like him. He made Conan look grotesque.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Not at all.
I like the ugly, like brute looking. I like the ugly art too.
Yeah, I know. I could tell.
I actually I met Ernie Chang, but I was gonna go over and talk to him like longer, and and then I'm like, I'll talk to him next year, and then he passed away. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like,
You know what? You should have told him. I have a friend who can't stand you. Your art.
no, I realize this. I gotta, whenever I see somebody I want to talk to, I just talk to him right then. I'm like, I gotta meet him because you never know.
That happened to Andy. Andy had this is when Herb Trimpe was still alive. He went to a convention one weekend and said, oh, he's always at these local conventions. I'll see him next week because he's going to be at this other one. And that was the week that he passed.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
he said that. He said, I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
He missed out on the chance to get. He goes, yeah, I'll catch up with you the next show. He goes, okay. And then he didn't make it.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
that happened to me, and that changed my thinking from that point on. I'm like, it's like, oh my gosh. What's that Filipino artist? The other one that's he has that really unique style, kind of like what's his name?
I know who you're talking about.
He did stuff in the 70s. I think you had an art book that he did, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I met him, and actually, it was after that happened with Ernie Chang. That's why I went and talked to him for like an hour. Because I'm like, he was like in his 70s.
I really didn't like Early Chan's inks on Buscema. I'm sure he drew well. He took away some of that beauty of his line. The best inker on Buscema was Buscema. He was murderous on that.
You know, I think
Have you
my
seen
favorite.
Ernie Chan ink like Herb Trimp?
No.
Oh man, there's certain
Who?
people he fits well on, I guess.
Who?
Ernie Chan inking
Oh.
Herb Trippy on like Hulk. There were some issues of Hulk that he or it might it was some issues of Hulk, and then I think it was that black and white '70s book also that they had of the Hulk, Savage Hulk or something like that.
Huh.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. But
Who I like,
you know,
it's the best inker. I don't know about. I don't think he's ever inked Buscema, but is Al Williamson.
Yeah,
He's one of my
yeah.
favorites.
Alison
Man.
Williamson's awesome. I like.
Dude, he inked a lot of different artists, and it always looked good. Like I love when he did Brett Blevins. He inked his stuff for like
yeah.
from New Mutants. And I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, at first I was like, who inked this? And I'm like, oh, Al Williamson. Then I looked at another book. I'm like, who inked this? Al Williamson. I'm like, what? Like he's doing everything. Yeah, he was a good artist too. I mean, drawing his own stuff. He drew like the old school looking comic strips, like the old sci-fi style. Like, yeah, he was good.
okay, I'm going to show you the beginning of my Mel Brooks.
Hey, wow, that's good.
Cool.
All right, I'll be inking this shortly. It's just the trinity of the movie. That's all I'm going to do.
Are you going to draw him as an Indian?
Huh?
Are you drawing him as an Indian?
Hmm?
Woo!
No.
Hey, darker than us.
I was wondering if Mike was going to say it, but he said it.
Somebody laughing at me?
Oh, Becky showed me a video of this lady who bought a giant plastic tub because it's raining at Costco. So she bought a plastic tub to walk outside with it, and she slipped and went flying across the wet ground. Gosh, poor lady.
That poor lady.
I know. I was like, gosh. Blazing Saddles. So, I don't even know what the theme of the movie is, but
Holy cow! You've never seen anything from it?
No, dude.
No.
What the heck?
I just seen the clips Mike posted.
Oh,
That's all I've seen.
holy cow! Oh man, it hurts me for you.
Yeah, my parents would never watch a movie like that, so that I'd never see it, unless I was on my own. Like, and I was watching action movies as a kid.
Dude, you're 50 years old. You should have seen it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
only
can't
watch
keep blaming your
action
parents.
movies.
That's
I've been
ridiculous.
watching action movies. I watch more sci-fi, and I was more into that. I love cowboy movies, though. I did like watching like cowboy stuff growing up.
It's definitely a parody of cowboy movies, but it's also a parody of race stuff, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of things in there.
It's about a man who was working on a railroad line, and this despotic leader of the railroad line almost killed him. So in revenge, he hits him over the head with a shovel, and then he's sent to prison. But I'm gonna make it sound all serious and dour.
It's a hardcore western.
Yeah, it's a western. So while in prison, you cut to the B story where the governor of the state they is told that they have to reroute this railroad that they're laying, but it has to go through a town called Rock Ridge, and so one of the governors, I forget what is his job. you know, what's his face? Lamar. What's Lamar's job?
I thought
Anyways,
he was
he's like
just
he's like high
advisor
up.
to the
He's pretty
advisor
high
to
up
the
in the government,
yeah.
and he turns and figures out this is a way that the he could make a lot of money because that the land in Rockridge would be worth a lot of money, except it's owned by people already. So he hires a bunch of bandits to go and basically decimate the town in order to get them all to leave so he can come in and steal all the land and become a rich land baron. And one of the ways they're trying to get rid of everybody is that the people of the town are begging the governor for a new sheriff because the last sheriff got killed. And so to get this band of white racist Texan, whatever, I don't know what state it's in, but he takes the prisoner, the black prisoner, and he makes him the sheriff of Rockridge and sends him over. And it's just all meant to make the people of the town want to leave,
Yeah.
right? So it's like, oh, now our sheriff's black too. And so like he gets there and just faces relentless racism from everybody in the town. The one guy who isn't racist is the guy who's in the one of the cells, and that's the Waco kid, and he's played by Gene Wilder, and he's a drunk. He's just this worthless drunk, drinks himself to sleep, drinks himself awake, just and they become friends, and then it's through the course of the sheriff being a good guy with good ideas to save the town that ultimately the town turns around and they don't care. They start accepting blacks, Chinese, even the Irish. That's a great scene. I just can't quote it.
Mike, take my face off the screen, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were showing.
No,
something.
keep it on. It's far too pretty to take away.
I'm not done counting your hairs.
Speaking of Conan, when I was up at that when I was up at that Comic-Con, I found two Conan comic books, number 92 and 90, with Ernie Chan, Sal Buscema, and yada yada yada.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right. He did eat Sal Buscema up a few times too.
I like that type of stuff.
Issues.
I was never into the
that's
superheroes, guys, but I was always into the weird ones like Werewolf by Knife and all that.
Yeah, I was more into like military like comics and like like what they had. I remember at the barbershop we had the Ghost Tank and Sergeant Rock and stuff like that, like the old comics sitting there, and I'd read it, wait my turn. He's like old school barber from the military. He was cool.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
But I would read that, and then what did I read? I think the first comics I got into that were Marvel were Iron Man. Spider-Man was probably my first because I liked him because he was like a ninja. So then, and then Iron Man because I like sci-fi stuff and his like his armor suits.
For me, it was Batman.
Oh yeah, Batman was always cool.
I was gonna say, you do know that Spider-Man's not a ninja, right?
Well, as a kid, I thought he was a ninja because the one I saw, he had a black outfit on.
Did you eventually punch yourself in the face because you were wrong?
No, I stopped buying it because I'm like, he's not a ninja.
Dang it!
No,
back then, your principles were too hardcore.
No, it's funny. I was never into the superhero until I accidentally bought an issue of X-Men that came with a bundle of other comic books that I wanted. And I remember I never read it, but I just thought the cover kind of looked cool, so I kept it. And then like years later, when I got older, I just took it out and read it. And I'm like, this is actually pretty good. And started looking for more, and that's how I got into X-Men. It's like X-Men.
Is that when
X-Men
Yeah.
takes on a whole new meaning these days.
Yes. indeed.
Yeah. That's a good one. An X-Man.
It's like X-Twitter.
I don't get it.
Merman, Dad.
It's funny. Is like, you ever see that one dude?
It's from
That one.
Zoolander, if anyone
Yes.
wasn't paying attention.
I've never seen that either. Zoolander.
How do you live? How do you live?
Quite comfortably. I'm so busy watching so many movies and stuff.
What
I'm
a
fine.
shelter life.
Apparently not. Apparently not. You only watch the same movie all the time.
Well, I should say I watch good movies. Sorry.
I
I
watch.
should clarify.
I watched like all three.
Good movies. Now, I wasn't into like the raunchy, corny comedy stuff. That's the stuff I just veered away from because it wasn't my taste. I was like, eh. I liked more like, I don't know. I liked everything: sci-fi, westerns, crime, just a lot of different stuff.
Your boy's rolling. It's a walk-off.
Who's that?
Zoolander.
Zoolander.
I have a confession.
You've never seen Zoolander.
I think
He's
that's what-
riding me on it.
No, that's Blue Steel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Blue
it. once.
Steel.
It was all right. You gotta watch it. Okay.
I'm now.
Look at
I'm actually offended.
What?
Comedic genius. It's right up there with the Waterboy.
Maybe. I just, I'm gonna have to pull a Cousin on this. Cousin on the play.
But is it up there
uh,
with Tropic Thunder?
Spider-Man is an emissary from hell. At least he is in Japan in Cowboys.
Yes.
It was funny. My brother just bought a Japanese Spider-Man comic, and Spider-Man is like, he's like gonna kill this lady, and he pulls a knife out, and then she's like, she's gonna jump off a rope and commit suicide. So he's like, oh, she's gonna do it herself, and then he's like, she jumps, and he reaches to go use his web slinger to stop her, and then he stops. He's like, no, it's better this way. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he just lets her die. And I'm like, jeez. Cold
What kind of
blooded.
comics do you read? Gosh, you're gross.
Spider-Man Japanese, man.
Yeah,
I guess
I
they
was
thought
like,
he was
I
a
want to know where they got the demon from hell thing from. I was like, man, they really just didn't want to do anything that remotely resembles the character.
Spider-Man used guns and knives, man. He rode a
Yeah.
motorcycle, and the Japanese rode a motorcycle too. That was pretty cool. I think they tried to make him like a Kamen Rider or something.
Common Rider.
He's not. That's nothing common about him, Mike.
It's Common Rider.
There's no comment about it.
Mr. Motion says, is it me or is the world getting higher? I don't know. But whatever it is, I hate it.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Quicksand!
Exactly. That's probably one of my favorite scenes out of the whole movie.
No,
always
now
liked it when I was
we
a
is in
kid.
trouble. They in trouble.
Nah, baby, I got to.
I got to. Bob, don't do it.
Have you seen Airplane in a while?
Nah, it's been a minute.
Not in a while.
I wonder how that holds up. I got a funny
You ever
feeling.
see two grown men?
You like Gladiator movies there, Danny?
He almost wasted a perfectly good hand card.
You know what that's sort of referencing the Gladiator movies.
No.
Spartacus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
The scene where the guy's like, some people prefer clams, some people prefer oysters, some people like both clams and oysters.
And oysters.
You're like, gross, get out of here, run.
He's nasty. Huh.
Oh, you're funny.
I don't know if this is gonna impress anybody, but I'm enjoying this drawing.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm
all that
impressed.
matters. If you're enjoying it, it's going to kick butt.
I don't know who's
I
going to kick
am
butt.
depressed.
Hey, by the way, guys, I'm going to be next Friday. I'll be heading out to South Carolina for PowerCon.
Oh man, I wanted to do that so bad.
Where's
PowerCon.
PowerCon at?
It's I forget what part of South
Power
Carolina.
Comic Con.
Is it
South
I thought it was-
Carolina?
Power Ranger convention?
No. There's Power Con. That's a He-Man themed convention, and then there's Power Comic Con. That's the one you're going to.
Yes, sir. Power Comic Con.
I know the organizer up there, and oh man, it's been so long. I wish I could have gone to that.
Yeah, he's super cool. He likes
Yep.
us. So, I didn't realize his store was Florence, South Carolina.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So I'll be there if you guys want to come and yell at me, show how angry you are about anything in particular. You just want to spit in my face. I'll be there. And they're taking the licks. This weekend, I'll be possibly at the comic shop here locally. There's some sort of signing for something, some sort of day.
Signing for something for, I don't know. But yeah, I'm signing stuff.
Well, I mean, I always got stuff to sign. I'm just saying, sometimes people just come by the sketches. I do the $10 sketches for the shows. These little sketchy sketches. They're like profile headshots. I think they're really clever. I can show you some of them if you want to see them.
Yes.
Dennis Pruitt says, will you be jerkmonger to people who kick you? Yeah, I'm just going to kick back. That's all. That's all. Give me a second. I'm going to go grab my drawing, my drawings. It's how I draw. Do you know what it means to draw? That's how they say it in Spain. Anybody in Spain?
Drawings.
Drawings in Spain. Drawings. Where's my stuff?
Somebody help that old man.
Hell no. Oh no, hell no.
Nuh-uh.
Hell to the nose.
No.
Oh, baby.
You know what I was watching
good.
before I came on was I was
Wasn't
showing
Blazing
Becky
Saddles.
Idiocracy.
What was it, guys?
Becky never saw Idiocracy.
Has Becky seen Blazing Saddles?
No, I don't think so. Hey Becky, have you seen Blazing Saddles?
I think I have.
It would have been awesome. She said, "Excuse me while I."
Sure, Dad likes Gene Wilder, so I think your dad likes Gene Wilder, right? Or Mel Brooks. I like Mel Brooks.
Oops. You see it, Mike? See what I did? I done did there.
Oh, yeah, shit.
I pre-do these for the conventions.
He said duties.
Oh, sweet.
I pre-do the duties. These are like, so if you go to a con, look, I just Galatar. Hey, man.
Sweet.
GL. Let's see, these are the ones that are left over from the last convention. Because I did a bunch. There was a kid that came up and I gave him a Spider-Man. Little kids. Oh, on the Juggernaut.
Juggernauts.
Oh, that's cool. Juggernaut and Magneto.
Magneto. How is this supposed to be said? Magneto or Magneto?
Magneto. Like Nito.
Would you be surprised how many people say it the other way?
Yes, they settled that a long time ago. Somebody, I can't remember what it was, but it's like, yeah, it's definitely Magneto.
Well, I almost punched myself in the face when I heard Jeff say Buscema. I'm like, no, it's not. There's no SH in there. He says it himself.
Yeah, it's Buscema.
Buscema.
How dare you?
Buscema.
I won't say it again. I don't need you breaking your glasses.
Jerk. How about look? This is me yelling at you, Jeff. My big egghead.
They can't be you. You don't have a beard. It doesn't have a beard.
Hey, by the way, I'm losing weight. I'm down to I can pull my belt to just 2 holes left in my belt.
All right.
Nice.
When did you? How many inches did you lose?
I'm about 3 or 4 inches now.
Nice. What are you doing?
Not much. It's that medication they're giving me.
Oh,
Ozempic?
No,
The stuff.
Rybelsus.
cocaine.
Oh, okay.
Cocaine.
Is that the once a week shot?
No, it's just the stuff. The stuff they give me is good for the diabetes, but it also
Yeah,
helps
this is my wife's
the
on it, I
appetite
think.
suppressant. Yeah.
My wife's on it, I
bad.
think.
Huh? Hold on. Let's see some more here.
What is that one on the left?
It's a
On
drawing.
the left.
The one coming out of the hole.
Oh, that's the spot.
I don't know what that is.
He's
that
a
like a-
Spider-Man villain? He was in.
Yeah.
He was across the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't see that. Is that the second
He
one?
didn't- Yeah. You can see it.
That's a Steve Ditko character, I believe.
Yes, it is. Okay. Robin. Hello, Robin. Hello, Bobbit. What else do I got in here? I got a couple more, right? I need to organize this a little better. There's Joker and Iron Man's. And oh, look, Conan and Red Sonja. You can tell because she's got red hair.
Conan.
And chainmail.
Yeah, that's who. And in Flash,
Hey, look. Hold on.
that's it.
I gotta...
That's all I got.
Look, Eden's Blazing Saddles in it.
Oh, yeah, what's up, guys?
I get no kick
Sweet.
from champagne.
Champagne.
Ooh, ah, ooh.
Miracle doesn't thrill me at all.
So tell me why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Shibba-dip-dip, 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 shibba-dip-dip. Some get a kick from cocaine. Stop that, stop that. I mean a real song.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Unlost, is that in the movie? Yes. Oh, wait. You're talking about Spider-Verse. Some get a kick from cocaine. That's Cole Porter, by the way, for those who don't know. For those of you who are unenlightened about early 20th century.
Hey, Mike, do you think we'll have a chance to chat a little bit after we're done tonight?
I would love to have a chat with you, my friend.
Yeah. Okay.
What
I
about?
want to talk really to all you guys. I want to talk about some new, not news, new old stuff that I've been thinking about concerning comic books and story ideas and new things versus old things.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
sure,
showed
so-
absolutely.
It's
What? It's
What?
ribbit.
Oh, boy.
Oh, hey, let's see.
Who are you talking to?
Look,
Oh yeah, that's good.
he's drawing. He's
Cool.
drawing.
Who's that?
Carson,
Oh, Carson! Good job. Good for you.
getting into the spirit, guys.
Now we can only get him to trick or treat.
I did as
So,
a kid.
one of the guys, I'm not gonna say who it is because I haven't talked to him in public about it, but I talked to somebody last night for like 2.5 hours because I sent him Lone Star and he read it and he's
Oh,
like
sweet.
he was like super impressed and wanted to talk to me about it and about writing and all this stuff. And he, like Literature Devil, said it was definitely one of the best books to come out of the indie sphere. So
Cool.
I was
Very cool.
I appreciate it when people say that about my writing, because that's what he did. He was like, just when he was talking, you know, art's art, but he was like, I cared about Lone Star, I cared about Angel, I cared about, you know, the characters, and I wanted to know what happens to them, and I'm like, that's what writing's about. You know,
Yep.
like, if you don't care about the characters, why are you writing it?
Yeah.
That was my complaint about Jim Lee. I mean, we don't have to go down that road again, but
Please
But
do.
we are.
but here we go.
Yes.
That's how it is with
Drop the
the
ball.
most comic books that I buy today. Like, I'll buy some new stuff, you know, and people go, "How do you like the story?" And I'm like, "I didn't read it. I just buy it for the art." Like, I literally don't even read comics. I just buy them and study the storytelling art, and I never read them. And it's funny is, it never dawned on me that I didn't read them, because I just realized, like, I don't read these, and it's because every time I would read it, I'd just disappoint. I'm like, this story is garbage.
Yeah.
So like, I would just look at the art and I'd make up the story in my head just from the images of what's going on. And I was like, this is a pretty good story. And then when I read it,
It drives me
I'm like,
nuts. It absolutely drives me nuts how much bad writing there is
yeah,
in this genre. I don't even know what you want to call it. I guess it is a genre. But like, I was there's one, I'm not going to say who it is, because I like them and I respect them and I love their art, but I got this book and I've seriously tried to read it twice, and I get halfway through it and I just want to throw it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I can't care about a single word on the page for half of an issue. And I'm like, you're killing me, man. This quality of art, you should be hiring a good writer. Of course, the problem with artists like that who think they can write, but then they write stuff that is unreadable, is they don't know good writing from bad, and so they end up hiring bad writers.
yeah. So it doesn't help any that they're just splitting the profit with the guy, right?
Yeah.
That's
Rhaegar says Mike starts talking up his book like Trump, literally, and I wouldn't just say this myself, but I heard it said by some very important people. My book is the best thing to come out ever.
Very good book. It's
Well,
an excellent book. Best book in the world.
My opinion on my book doesn't matter, right? I mean, I'm
No.
sure John Malin thinks his book is good, but it doesn't matter.
Damn it,
It matters
Michael.
what
Damn
people.
it.
What? Oh, did I say that out loud? It matters what people who know good. You know, like, everybody pretty much agrees Literature Devil knows what the hell he's talking about. Even Literature Devil said it. Literature Devil said it. You've never seen an indie book written like this before. It's true. It's very true.
Mike sounds like the Tim Pool impersonation of Trump.
Yeah, it does.
And
Well,
they create
we're
the best
both, you know,
books, the finest books you'll
Orientals.
ever find.
Hold on a second. Something smells like it's burning, and usually
Uh-oh.
I have to check on the house and see if it's on fire.
That's my
Nothing's-
pen. That's my pen
nothing's-
smoking.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah, I know where Florence, South Carolina is.
Is that
We
close
used
to
to-
you enough?
No, I live up in
No.
Michigan.
That's right. That's
my
right.
dad used to have some condos in Myrtle Beach, and so
Okay.
when we had kids, we'd always drive down to Myrtle Beach, you know, for like a week vacation, and we'd always have to go through Florence because that's where 95 goes through.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so you should go.
So it's
Kevin,
like
you should go.
so it's almost like I'm there with you, but not.
Kind of like in the past. Like, we may actually cross paths in the time-space continuum, something.
The multiverse.
Oh, please don't mention that word again. Now, I think some of what I've been kind of pondering lately is gonna, I don't know, maybe to you guys it won't matter, but to me it's really impactful. Like, it's the reason to get away from a lot of the stuff I'm into here. Just like I've been on a trajectory, and it kind of has that kind of discussion going on, like getting into Well, I want to be able to unpack it without saying something stupid that'll embarrass me. But so I'll tell you guys later. But in the meantime, on this side of heaven, I'm gonna keep on loving you.
And actually, the company I work for is also based in South Carolina.
Really?
But further into the mountains, yeah.
So you should go and like call it a business trip.
I already did that last.
Dang it! Dang it! You know, you didn't come out to see me. It's a little hurt. A little hurt there.
I'm sorry I hurt you. First, I made you hit yourself in your face, and
Like
now
hard,
this.
too. Like so hard. Boom. Just straight haymakers right in my face.
I still got tissues up my nose to stop the bleeding.
All right, I'm almost. I think I'm done with mine. I signed it and everything. How can I take it out of this though? I'm gonna leave it in the book. Can I show y'all?
Sure.
Sure. Sweet. Mike needs to make the screen bigger for that one, so you can see it well.
I don't know.
Looks good.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
There we go.
Ah, sweet.
I like how he's coming out. His face is coming out in the curtain. That's cool.
Not
Lots of
bad.
life to it, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Lots of
Ah.
life.
It's not funny enough for the subject matter, but I'm representing their likenesses a little bit, which is cool. I did Have I shown you guys this? Have I shown you guys this stuff? You see this, Jeff?
Oh,
Is that me?
I hit the wrong button. Hang on.
Oh.
There you go.
Have you seen me draw these guys? Did I talk to you about what this was?
You talking to us in general or me?
See you guys in general, the guys in
Use
this group.
guys.
Use guys over here.
Which-
So I got this idea, and actually, you're kind of part of this problem, Kazan. But
oh, cool.
let me show you this one. I think this is a better page. So I after I went to see Mission Impossible, I started thinking, wouldn't it be cool that how come you don't see a lot of spy comics? Well, it's because they're kind of boring. It's just people wearing suits. But I also started thinking, but why not? Like, why not do some cool stuff? So I have this idea. This is one of many ideas. I don't know if I'll ever get to this, but it's called. I'm not going to say the names because I don't want to keep it. But anyway, it's really an exercise. It's really storyboard, like doing a silent comic strip, like Spy versus Spy. But my protagonist is this one guy here, the guy with the jacket. It's always flowing like a cape. So it's like his costume, like a superhero costume, but he's a super spy. And I don't know why it can't focus on that well enough. But anyway,
Call it Superfly Super Spy.
no, I think you might like the name if I told you that. I even have like these villains. I started coming up with these little. They're just super basic.
Ah!
Oh, what
Hey,
happened?
Mike.
Remember I said something smelled like it was burning?
Your computer?
That was my computer.
Whoa.
Oh no!
And it just went,
Oh, man.
and now it's dead.
Your computer?
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
Your Mac?
No.
Oh no, you don't have a Mac.
My desktop.
Whoa.
Sorry, Rhaegar. That's terrible, Michael.
It's not good.
No.
Oh, sorry. You're concerned about the smell of burning plastic. I am.
Rhaegar says, Mike's computer died and went to hell.
What?
That's funny.
Well,
Yeah.
thankfully, I have this on my iPad so that I can problem is I can't draw and stream at the same time. So I guess I'm out of this particular competition.
What? No, you take
can't
a picture of
draw.
your phone. Take a picture of your phone and put it on your Discord. You always do.
It barely had it.
Do it old school. Well, do it live. Perfect. We'll do it live.
This is a when it rains, it pours. Ooh. I had my hot water line broke in 2 places under my house, spraying
Oh no.
water onto my baseboards, warping my floor.
Yeah.
And so that cost me a pretty penny. At the same time, he had to. At the same time, actually 2 days before that, my sink in the kitchen, because my house is 63 years old, so the steel pipe that goes to the drainage from the sink, it rusted through it. So it's like it wasn't a connector or anything. There was literally a hole in the pipe, and so water just started dumping out of there. He came, he fixed that, but then the pipe was freaking clogged, so he snaked it, but he didn't snake it completely. So like the next night, Isaac's doing the dishes and waterfall comes out from under the sink again. He has to come back out, snake it again, and then go under. Dude, oh my gosh, dude, that was a lot of money. And now this.
Gee.
Dude, I can completely empathize with you. We had that happen a few years ago.
Yeah.
Could be just the power supply. Might be able to replace the power supply if it's up.
We'll see. I'm not going to do it right now. Maybe I'll just cannibalize my son's computer.
Sorry about that, Mike. That sounds terrible.
It does suck, man.
It is what it is.
So you got all your art backed up, right?
What?
You have all your art backed up on there, right?
What do you mean?
In the event that it took out your hard drive.
That would be bad.
Yes, that would be very bad. You'd be able to recover it though, but it wouldn't be cheap.
Draw art and sell art. Use money to buy new PC. Hey Dennis, did you want to? I'm open for commissions. Suddenly. Everyone, I'm my commission slots have just suddenly opened up. If you're interested, so just contact me. Let me know. I'm so excited. So much exciting. Why can't I show Matt's?
Oh.
Remove some stage, full screen layout. Oh, do I have to do this? Oh, there we go. Let's see this D&Q art. Oh man, mine, it was digital. Fuzzy has, I've got lots of ones. What are you suggesting, Fuzzy? Wait, you can't show. How much for sight unseen? It's digital, dude. It's not even drawn. I'd have to redraw it all.
Elliot says he's done.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Very nice.
He said he's bored and saddened that he's bored.
Oh.
He would tell you, but he's got so saddened he muted himself.
I am saddened, but it's not because I'm bored. I'm saddened for Michael's sake.
Thank you.
How dare you?
Start over with paper. I mean, I could start over with paper. Let's see, Mike, just take out a college loan by the government and buy a brand new expensive computer and some overpriced Beats by Dre headphones. Biden will forgive you and you don't have to pay it back. I don't think that's accurate. Ink Cowboy says mine's coming along better than I expected. All you have to do in return is vote Democrat. Dennis, I've got 2 crap tons of artwork here.
That's different than a metric crap ton.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I have is the first cover for Lone Star. We can start an auction. Haha. Just kidding. Look at that. Remember when I used to draw on paper, guys?
Yeah, and you were, I think, kind of good at it too, right?
Yeah. Could not shake a stick at it. It would be fun to get back onto paper. Wow. Oh! Don't worry, I didn't hurt it. I should probably put this in top order.
I meant to do that.
I meant to do that.
I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Dennis loves it. There you go.
Oh, cool.
Upload and save.
Oh, wow. Shoot.
Dennis, you can message me if you want a price. I'm not going to do an auction on. Oh, I do have a Superman blank cover. Yeah, my computer died. On top of all the other crap that happened last week. Do you even remember how to ship artwork? Like, are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this. I have right here a Gary Coleman
Oh, God.
as Bishop.
Oh.
Oh man.
I have gone ahead and put this in a envelope. See?
And
That's
not
the
send it to
next
Zippy.
Stage. That's the next stage to shipping a piece of artwork. Is putting
Why
it
didn't
in
you
a
just ship
envelope.
it to Zippy?
What?
That's this Gary Coleman thing that he keeps bothering you about.
I know. That's the gag.
I don't think he thinks it's a gag.
He paid like $10.
I think the whole gag thing works with both sides believe that.
Oh, so you think he's actually upset?
No, but
Justice for Zippy. Justice for Zippy. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot. This microphone is doing nothing for me. Okay. How do I sound? Does it sound
muted,
bad?
far away.
Yeah, just a little low. That's all.
I don't know.
Sounds good. It's just really low.
You know what? I have this. I don't know if these work with my
Did your nose hairs need trimming?
iPad. Probably.
You just grab in there and tear them out.
I did not get this message. What the heck? Join now, Siege. Justice for
Siege.
Oh, she still talks to you?
Yeah, she still talks to me. Now let me see if this works. Because this does have, I think this has a microphone on it. Yeah, this has a microphone on it. Let me unplug.
God.
Is that, can you hear that? Can you hear it? Does it work? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep, I can hear you.
Yes, you can't hear me at all when I plug that in.
It's still a little low for some reason.
Well, I unplugged it. I plugged it in, but it's like nobody could hear me. So. Oh, Gabrielle's on the other channel. I have this on Pro as well.
Hey, Gabrielle, you going to be on D&QFE tomorrow?
Looks like I gotta go help my son out.
Oh no!
What now?
I gotta jump his car.
Oh.
Oh, that's funny. I have to jump to Eden's car too, but I'm here instead.
Yeah. The difference for me is that what time is it over there? 9, 8.
8:47.
Yeah, it's almost midnight for me.
Yep.
Oh man.
Actually, that happened to me yesterday. My son was driving back from Lansing. His car popped, or his serpentine belt, I guess, shredded.
Ooh.
And like about 5 miles out of Flint, which is not a good area to be broken.
Yeah. Flint.
So, Mom and Dad were there picking him up, waiting for the tow truck to come, which never came. So we closed up his car and went home.
Oh my gosh. Tow truck's like, I'm not going in that area.
Pretty much, yeah.
Gee.
Here I'm like going, I better get out there. Woohoo! Great. Gabrielle's going to be on tomorrow. So you have to get out there and make sure my kid isn't, like eviscerated or something by the side of the road.
All right, Elliot, do you have to take off now?
I do, yeah.
Were you gonna pop back in for the after show chatting?
I will if I'm back in time. I gotta go wait for AAA now and everything too.
Okay.
All right, brother. I appreciate you, man. God bless you guys.
See you, Elliot.
See you
later.
Hope everything goes well.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.
Terrible angle on my face.
Oh, let's be honest.
You be nice, Jeff, if you're capable.
I don't think I'm capable.
After last night, I don't know. It's awesome.
Dang, man. During the show. That's funny. It happened during the show. Boom.
Well, at least it's documented so you know. You know what I mean? When did my computer go out? Oh, yeah, that's right. Ron Corey.
Oh, man, because I'm doing cross-examinations again. And
Yeah.
Oh.
I might have to do it from my iPad now. I mean, it's not going to stop me from doing it, but it makes it a little more difficult to, like, share the screens and scriptures and stuff, so. Oh, well. We'll make do. Do. But that's going pretty well. It feels good to get back in and swing of things with the cross-examination, so.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. That's only for the elite members, though, right?
Oh, no. I switched it to members on Blacklist Universe, but if you want to watch it, it's still on Unapologetic America.
Yes, Rhaegar Targaryen. Flint is really that bad. It's bad.
I don't think it was always that bad, was it?
Probably not in the 60s. But when GM, I think it was the GM plant moved out of there, and a lot of the tier 1s and tier 2s they went with them, and it was a steady decline. So, and I remember back when I started, I was working at Detroit Ball Bearing. I had to go. They had an outlet up there, up in Flint, and I had to drive down there, and it was bad back then. So,
Oh man.
Flint, Michigan.
Good old Flint. What I forget which areas I know. I mean, besides Detroit, I can't remember which areas were considered pretty rough.
Pontiac was one.
Oh, Pontiac, yeah.
And I don't live far from Pontiac.
That's what they used to have the Silver Dome, man.
Not anymore.
Gosh,
It's gone.
Man, the Silver Dome was so great. So was Tiger Stadium.
Yep. They got rid of that and put in Comerica Park.
Jeez.
So, let's see. Flint, Detroit, multiple areas of Detroit, Pontiac. And that's pretty much it. Dearborn, parts of it can be bad, some aren't, but downtown Dearborn is almost exclusively Arabic.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's right. Dearborn's always been that way. I remember in high school we had some Arabic guys in our school that they were kind of like thugs, kind of like they're more like the hippie thug, or was not hippie, yuppie thugs, where they had money, but they were like actually like total gangsters. Like it was like one kid hired these two big Arab guys to like mess with my brother and I. Well, mostly to get my brother, and they're like really big dudes sat across from us at the cafeteria. And I noticed it in the distance. He's like a short kid with glasses, and he's like hiring these two big dudes. They all had their trays. It looked like a prison movie, right? He's talking to them, and they're standing there holding their trays, and then they look over at our direction. And so I just told my brother, I go, right, look alive, man. There's two guys coming, and he just looks over, and they sat down across from us. My brother just looks at him. He goes, whatever, and then just keeps talking. And I was like, and at the time, my brother, we're both taking martial arts, and we're both like super, just like taking martial arts, always practice fighting at home and everything. So we were like, ready for action. And he's like, whatever. But they never did anything. They just saw that we weren't scared of him. So they were just like, eh. But then they did pull up to him. Actually, he was walking. I was picking him up. He's walking across the parking lot. He was going between two buses. And all of a sudden they pulled up in a Firebird and like pinned him, like not physically pinned him, but, got him between a bus.
Yeah.
And they're like, they had the window down. They're like, come on, mother. They're yelling at everything. And my brother was like, my instinct was like, kid stick his head out the window to punch him in the face. But then I thought this would escalate it. So he just looked at him and they tore off. But he's like, if they were going to open the door, because I would have like kicked the door back shut into his face, But it's funny though. He's like all these weird things. But yeah, I remember those two guys. It was more than two guys, but the two guys he hired were the biggest guys. And they're pretty rough. But they knew not to do anything because they were like, eh.
I was in high school, and that was around the time when there was a flood of it was Iraqi Chaldeans coming over, and a lot of them settled in the area where I grew up in. And I mean, I grew up with that, like that first wave. So.
Oh yeah.
And actually, Rhaegar, Eminem was out of Detroit. Kid Rock was actually out of a city called Romeo, which is way north of Detroit.
Oh yeah. Eminem, like he was that movie 8 Mile.
Yeah.
I lived on 7 Mile.
Oh really?
Yeah. I lived like right next to Detroit. Like you could just walk across the street, or walk like a block or two to Dairy Queen.
Hazel Tucky.
Hazel Tucky?
Yeah. Hazel Park.
Oh.
Tucky.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! What am I watching?
Oh, that's she's laughing at me.
No, she's watching Instagram videos.
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
What is happening?
I'm sorry.
She's watching some videos. You know, you just scroll through random videos, all of a sudden some crazy pops up.
And I might point out that Romeo has a peach festival every year. Pensatucky?
Pensatucky.
I don't know what that is. That's Rhaegar Targaryen again.
Guadalupe.
How much does PayPal cost to transfer money?
Oh man, I can't even.
Everyone should use crypto because crypto, it doesn't cost you anything. Like, cost you probably like, you could send $100,000 and it only costs a couple bucks. Sorry, I don't even know how these things work anymore. I was just mumbling is all. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:57.
Well, actually, real time it's 11:57.
No. There's no how it works. Great likenesses, Kevin.
Huh?
I said great likenesses.
Oh, thank you, brother. Let's see.
Matt's is so funny.
I'm trying to hurry, and it's like,
Don't hurt yourself.
well, I'm just getting angry with myself because I want to do more. Like, I want to get to Mel Brooks and Mongo and everything.
So have you been trying to get yourself off of oxygen, or are they scaling down your oxygen gradually?
Not yet. I haven't heard anything from anybody, so I've been rolling with the punches until I hear otherwise. Because if I'm to believe the nurse practitioner I saw, she said that I really shouldn't even be on prednisone this long. So I don't know. And I can't get right off of it because apparently it damages you. You try to go cold turkey, it'll mess you up really bad, organ failure and stuff or something.
Jeez.
Yeah. Or something. It has something to do with. I'm trying to remember what she told me, but I think she said something about your adrenal glands or something it messes with. Adrenal failure.
So you have like that breathing trainer that you like have to.
Oh yeah, exactly. How do you?
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
So, go ahead.
Yeah. It's crazy that you know about that. Yeah, they gave me one of those things you have to breathe through. The first couple of times I was in the hospital, I used that, and then I'm not really using it right at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's what I use that, and they gave me a bunch of exercises to do to like get me breathing and exercising, even though I really couldn't. And eventually, I got myself off of oxygen in about a month.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it was the combination of that like breathing trainer where you have to like lift that ball up, or it's like some sort of ball or disc or something that goes like up on scale. Doing that like 3-4 times a day, and trying to slowly beat my best, and then getting up and doing exercises. It started at like two times a day for like about 2 minutes, and then I went into 3 minutes and 4 minutes until at one point or another I was just able to get off of it.
Yeah.
Because I hated being on that damn thing.
Yeah. For those who don't know, it's a weird little machine. It's not. It's just a clear plastic thing, and on one end is a tube that you breathe into, and then there's a section that has a little ball, and you have to blow into it and make the ball basically rise
Lift.
a certain level, and
Yeah.
it's measured. It's got like a measurement. It's sort of like a
Max,
What?
stupid cat. Can you hear him?
Oh yeah. Meow. Meow.
He's probably telling you that he peed on your computer.
Thanks.
What you say? You know, confession is good for the soul.
Yeah.
And I got in trouble with the nurse practitioner because she was like, "Are you taking your oxygen out when you walk?" And I was like, "No, I've been trying to walk without oxygen." And she's like, "You're supposed to take that with you." And I'm like, I just figured I'd try to strengthen my lungs by walking without it."
Have you seen a pulmonologist?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's part of the thing, like the heart monitors and stuff that I was, the heart monitors that I had sent in. I didn't like. I had ones that were hooked to me for about a month,
Yeah.
and it messed up. It was funny because they give you to monitor it. They give you these cell phones, and they're not really operative cell phones or anything like that. But anyway, you had to charge them, and I charged them one night, and the cell phone heated up so bad it got stuck to the charger, and I had to get another one. So I had to go part of like
Whoa.
half a month extra than I was supposed to, because
Gosh.
they had to send me another one because it was just it had heated up so bad overnight that it just melted it to the charger. That was fun.
You know that there was one place that I worked at. It was a cell phone that started a fire in the corporate office. Literally
Oh,
took
geez.
out the entire corporate office.
Whoa.
Yep. What happens is the battery shorts out internally, and it gets red hot, and it will catch right on fire. And of course, it's on an office desk where there are free papers, and that's all it took. And
Dang.
that thing burns so hot that there's like a big girder all the way up at the top of the building, because it was like a one-story building, but it was a two-story building, but it was only only occupied one story. There's a
Oh
girder
my gosh.
up at the top of the building that held up the roof, and the thing was bent down like a noodle. That's how hot it was.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
You know.
Oh,
on that-
Comics Bear.
Don't let them
Let
get
me
you
see, where was
0%.
Comics Bear at? Oh, he says don't let them get you to 0% oxygen. Oh no, it's like, here's how everything's working after the couple of, or three. It's actually three, but the 3 hospital stays. I can get, the problem I was having is that resting or sitting, and like we're doing now, my oxygen stays roughly around 93, 94, maybe 95. And the only problem I was having was, originally what sent me to the hospital and everything was my oxygen was getting down to 60 if I tried walking like around like one of the tests was I walked around my doctor's office building. I walked all the way around, and my oxygen got down to like 60 something, like just right at 60. And now my oxygen, if I get to walking for a long period of time and stuff, like it drops down to about 80 something, 80. The lowest so far recently has been like 88. So I'm getting better. It's slowly, and I haven't had any follow-up doctor's appointments to monitor it. And then, like last about a week and a half ago, the picture I showed you from the doctor's office, that was the last time I had a CT scan. So I'm hoping to hear something about that afterwards, and we'll see how my lungs are progressing. So it's not that bad. I'd keel over and die before I got there. Everybody's regular oxygen levels are supposed to be somewhere around 99 to 94, 95, stuff like that. So not too bad off.
Well, it's supposed to be 94, 95.
Well, yeah, like between 94, 95, up to 99 or so. If you're at 100, that's actually not really terribly healthy for you. Um,
Really?
yeah, like it's like your blood's too saturated.
Huh.
If that's if I'm understanding the doctors correctly, and if they're right for that matter.
Hmm.
And then I had to go and tear my kneecap out of joint, so that was fun.
What?
Oh,
How the heck did you do that?
Yeah, that was about a month ago or something. I posted. Not. I was. I'll try to make it real quick. I was taking my fiance to work, and they have a big trash can outside their work, and she was standing outside getting ready to unlock the doors, and somebody had come along and strewn out a bunch of trash all over the sidewalk. So I start picking up the trash off the sidewalk, put it back in the trash can, clean it up a little bit. So I finish and walk over to our vehicle, and the door's open. So I go to walk around the open door to get back into the driver's seat, and I pivoted, and you could hear like celery snapping, like take pieces of celery and snap it, and then my kneecap just went to the side. My leg stayed forward, but my kneecap went to the side.
Oh my god!
And my fiance, she's like, "Whoa!" And she's like, "Oh, I heard stories about," because this happened to me one other time when I was in my 20s. And I told her about it. And it's like, yeah, I just slapped my kneecap back into place. I just reached down and punched it back into place.
Oh, I think I remember you told us about that too.
Yeah. And so
oh my gosh.
I did that in front of her. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to throw up." And I was like, "How do you think I feel?" I hear celery snapping, and my kneecap's on the side of my leg, and I'm just going, yeah, this kind of sucks. But it, I guess it was just my kind of voluntary, since it's already happened once before. I was just, it's here, I'll slap it back in place, and everything's good. And she's like, "You told me about it, but now I actually believe it." I was like, "You think I was lying to you?" It's like,
and women don't understand until it happens.
I was like, I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I'm just, it is my reaction to whatever happened, and I just stood there and I was like, "Oh, this sucks." And then it just started to swell up real bad. And, I got a brace for it. And the doctor was mad at me about that. She's like, why didn't you go to the emergency room immediately? I said, because I've got a hospital bill from you guys, or from the nearest hospital. It wasn't from my doctor's office, but I've got a hospital bill for like $5,000, and I didn't want another one in case somebody fumbled up the paperwork again. So I was like, I don't want it, and I've had this happen before, so I figured I'd just walk it off. And I bought a knee brace and stuff, but man, it was not fun.
Man, oh man.
And it's still messed up. I don't know. Like last time, it took me like a couple of months to get to where I had functionality, and I thought everything was right. So I'm assuming it's going to be another, especially with diabetes, and especially with me being older, it's probably going to take a little longer for that to happen, if anything.
Man. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, so what do they do? What's the treatment for it? Like, what do you do to mend it?
I don't know. I haven't been to any kind of orthopedic doctor or anything like that yet. They're gonna try to get me in, recommend one to me and stuff. But for right now, I just got the brace, and I'm walking on it for the most part. Okay, it's just that you can feel things kind of moving around that shouldn't be.
Oh man!
And I'm scared to, like, I go to get in the car and stuff. I have to be very careful, because I'm scared I'm gonna pop it back out again. I guess, like, my daughter's birth, or my daughter was going to a friend's birthday party, and they had bowling. It was at the bowling alley, and I went there, and I tried to bowl with it, and man, whew, that was rough. You could definitely feel it kind of like moving around. I was like, I'm not going to try this too much.
Yeah, I know, man. I would have been like, I'm out for a little while.
Yeah, it kind of sucked. Well, the reason being, it's kind of like one of those things where you're like, on top of everything else that's gone wrong, you don't want to, have to deal with that. And I was like, man, I'm not going back in the hospital. I hated being in the hospital.
Oh man, I know, dude. I don't like going. I remember the one time I went to the emergency room, like you were saying, and
Yep.
the bill was for $5,000, and I literally doctor saw me for like maybe like 5-10 minutes, and I sat there for like 4 or 5 hours waiting inside, and they had me like wearing just one of those hospital gowns. I'm like, and then they did a blood test, they did X-ray. They gave me an IV, and then the lady goes, "You don't have insurance?" And I go, "No." She goes, "She have told me I wouldn't have gave you an IV." So they just give you an IV, kind of pad the bill, and stuff like I was realizing it's just the medical field is just a racket to make extra cash. It's like a car mechanic shop. It's like they try to jack up the price, somehow milk you out of more money. And dude, doctors are no different than a used car salesman or a mechanic, a dishonest mechanic, because they like charge me and my brother for making an appointment or being in their office by just asking directions, and then they charged my insurance. Like we didn't have insurance, but they put they put their bid in for a certain amount of money. And I go, we didn't even see this guy. We just walked in the office and asked for directions, and they go, "Oh yeah, it's next door," and then they charged us. And I'm like, man, I didn't even realize how dishonest doctors were.
Yeah. Well, supposedly somebody did something wrong with the paperwork, and I wasn't supposed to be charged. And
When I got to say, they did. They do the one I went to. They did a one-time waiver for hardship, financial hardship. They waived it, so I didn't have to pay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because I was just like a good thing. 'Cause I wasn't going to pay it anyway. So I was like, man, yeah. But that's the last time I ever went to the doctor. Never went again. I was like, I'm done.
Well, also the hard part was like somebody messed up the paperwork, and then they were like, during that time, they were like, "Well, we don't want you leaving without making sure your oxygen's back up," so they wouldn't let me leave. I'm like, if you won't let me leave, and then you're going to charge me, mess up the paperwork, and charge me because you won't let me leave, that seems a little unfair.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened. I think, like I said, I think somebody messed up the paperwork or something.
It's like Idiocracy, man. When you go into the hospital, remember that movie, the hospital scene? He's like,
I haven't seen it yet.
oh man, he goes to the doctor and he's like, there's a line and there's like a machine. The lady, he goes to check into the emergency room and the lady's just staring at some TV off screen, watching TV while he's talking to her. And then she looks down at her computer screen and just iconic pictures of like legs with a baby coming out, like, birth. And then it has like a head pain and just all these pictures. And she hits a button. He's like, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of nauseated. So she goes to push a button and he goes, but then I got my neck hurts. And then she goes down to a different button. She just like got this blank look in her face. And then when he goes to the doctor, he's like, he gives him like this thing, goes, put this in your mouth, put this in your ear, and then give him a little tab, put this one in your butt. And then he goes, wait. And because he puts it in his mouth, he goes, wait, no, this one goes in your ear, and this one goes in your butt. He's like, oh, gosh. Oh, man.
That's nasty.
Oh, that movie. Gosh. And then I tried to tell my uncle to watch it. He said he turned it off. He said it got too terrifying when he was watching it for him.
Oh.
He's like, it's too real.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It tells you like in the beginning how the population got dumber. And basically the dumb people were just breeding like rabbits. And the people who like put a lot of thought into like having kids were like not having kids,
Yeah.
Oh man. What's going on here?
I'll have to check it out.
It's on Tubi. If you have Tubi, they have it for free.
Oh yeah. I'm familiar with that.
Tubi, baby. I got that on our TV, and I have it on my phone. I watch Tubi once in a while, and I'm out.
Where's Mike at?
I don't know. Is this
I
phone?
haven't
Hopefully
heard
his
him.
phone's going.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I'm talking to the guy who built my computer.
Oh, okay.
The guy what?
Carry on.
The
We're
guy
just
that
making
built-
sure you're okay and hadn't.
He says it's a power supply and motherboard and or video card. I'm like, oh, great.
Motherboard's expensive. That's the only bad. I had literally had a brand new laptop. I used it maybe once or twice. Brand new motherboard went out, and the insurance, the policy on it or whatever, the insurance was like expired like the month before, and I'm like, gosh. So that was trash. Brand new, man. I used it just a couple of times. This is years ago, but
Well, let's just hope it's the power supply. That sounds like the easiest thing to fix.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope you don't have to get another computer or anything.
Hey, wait a second. Eden is still in this race. She's just not here talking. She's in the other room drawing. So
where is she?
in her bedroom.
Oh, okay.
And congratulations to Dennis Bruch on the purchase of the Lone Star original cover.
Yay!
Oh, I got the look. That's cool. That just
And
happened just now?
The Superman sketch cover too. So
Oh, sweet.
That just happened just now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Congrats, Dennis. Thank you. Just on behalf of the whole crew, thank you.
Yeah,
Come on,
couple lifesaver.
Step up.
vote,
up.
vote often.
Want to say hi?
I think that might be, aside from, is that the first Lone Star cover I've sold? I think it might be. Or did I sell the Comic Skate Alliance one? I'm trying to remember.
What are you
Probably
doing?
a couple of power supply blowing up years ago. After that, I learned to make sure to buy a good one. Well, let's.
Hello, Ollie.
Hope not. Yeah, I hope that this isn't any bigger than that. But he said he's seen one part fry just about everything. That would be bad. Oh, he's got the Dennis has the Malin Lone Star cover. Okay, and where they might have gotten a cover. Okay, cool.
The important thing is that it doesn't take out the hard drive. You can always get a new motherboard.
Yeah,
Cheap.
I kind of need the information on the hard drive.
I remember when I was.
That's
Go ahead.
Cossin's drawing.
I remember when I was working as a computer tech, and I also used to work on monitors. Somebody's monitor fried, and it was just a little barrel diode. Well, actually, it wasn't a little barrel; it was rather large. But that thing, that when it blew, it was the smell of it was so overwhelming that people had to vacate the office for like a day.
Man.
It was just that one diode, and then they replaced it and fixed it, and it was good. So all it takes is one component, and most likely, usually those power supplies have over voltage circuits on it and stuff internally that's breakers things, but you never know. Technically it is, but so long as you have it if the motherboard goes, basically it is the computer. But so long as the hard drive's good, all of your data is decent. But if it ripples up in through the hard drive, you're kind of screwed. So technically, you're not. You can always go and you can always take it to a guy who can recover all that stuff, but that's not cheap.
What's that
That
noise?
ain't cheap.
What is it?
Oh, that's
What?
funny. I never even took the protective plastic off of the glass on my computer. Maybe I can just peel it off and see inside what might be. Nope, can't see crap.
One of the easiest ways to find out is when you open up your computer, smell your motherboard, and then smell the hard drive. The one that smells the worst is the one that got fried.
All right, here's my computer. Too much dirt back there.
Why don't you clean it?
Why don't you shut up? All right. Look, I can just take this whole thing off. All right. This just all smells like burnt plastic. Potts, you're not helping. Hey, is this supposed to be in there? This big old.
That's not good. Is there anything that looks like it's scorched on the motherboard?
I mean, hard to tell. I don't know. I don't want to start pulling pieces off.
No, you don't have to pull anything off. You just have to kind of look into it.
Well,
Unless there's cat hair covering everything, in which case.
Power supply's down here. So, let's see. What's the easiest way to get that off?
Usually screwed in the back. It really varies depending upon the manufacturer of the PC, though.
Look.
Well, that thing's really cluttered.
Well, don't look at me. I didn't build it. Look at me. I didn't build it. All right, you don't need to watch this. Discharge any static electricity first. I get right on that.
You gotta touch the outlet with your finger. You know, not put it in there, but just touch it. Right?
It's after you walk across the carpeting, you know, sliding your feet across the carpeting with socks on.
Don't pet the cat.
I don't see any scorch marks on anything.
Well, you're probably not going to see it if it's inside the power supply.
Yeah. Well, is there a way to test the power supply without
Without plugging it in. There is a way, but I don't remember. You have to. Some power supplies require that a load be placed on two of the pins, and you'd have to go buy a resistor to do that. I can't remember what pin it is, but which pins it is, but once it's on that load, and you can actually look it up. But once it's on that load, supposedly, if there's nothing wrong with the power supply, you'll hear the fan go, and it'll just come right on.
Well, Elijah is an electrician. Maybe we should take care of
some power supplies don't do that though. Some they should be able to just plug them in and they spin up. But most of them, I think, go with the old style, which is you have to have a load on there or else they don't turn on.
Gotcha. Well, this is fun. All kinds of fun happening over at the Miller household. And now I'm covered in freaking gross lint and stuff. Oh, look. Add to stage. Hello, letters.
Oh, hi. How are we doing? Oh my gosh. Sorry I got in a little late here. I'm like, what? I don't know. I guess I just blanked out and thought it was a different day, and I got started and getting some cleaning done, and I'm like, wait a minute. What time is it? Just checked my phone and go, make sure I don't have any messages. Like, oh no. So anyway, great to see everyone. What are we trying? Oh, this looks cool. What's
Blazing
Kevin?
Saddles.
Oh. Is Kevin a fan of this one? That's a really cool drawing.
Hey.
Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Not well. I'm getting along. We'll say that. We're getting along.
Well, you know what? That's a good start, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You can go up. You can go up from there. Oh, that looks so cool.
How you doing? I hadn't talked to you in a while. So how are you doing?
Oh, you know what? I'm doing okay. Our new game engine is, well, it's always coming along. And our friend is doing like a lot of the 3D components. So it's kind of like, I'm not really sure if there's a lot I can do here right now design-wise. So I'm kind of working more towards the story end and getting some of the events written. Oh, you've got a little birdie. I can hear someone cooing anyway. So that's been, exciting. So trying to get that ordered. But yeah. Can't really complain. Just glad to see you guys again. I think get to hear you. Hopefully, keep feeling a little bit better. So
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
always in our prayers for sure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Of course. Oh, that looks cool. Now, who's the guy on the bottom? I recognize like Willy Wonka. That's a funny face. Like what in the?
That's Mongo.
That's the Waco kid.
Oh, that's the Waco. Okay, all right.
Were you
He
talking
looks
about Mongo down here? Or?
Is it? I guess so. Yeah, he looks like. Ooh, he looks like he's really happy to be there.
Yeah. That's a Mongo face. That's Mongo. Have you ever seen Blazing Saddles?
I've not seen it. I mean, except for the clips that Mike puts up. Those I know.
Yeah, see, I'm not the only one.
I'm sure it's a great movie, but it's just not one that I've seen. Cool hats. Aww. Oh no, how cute.
That's my cockatiel. Luckily, he's not, as far as I understand, he's not toxic to me. So.
Oh, good. Cockatiels aren't. Oh my gosh, cockatiels aren't poisonous. That's good. Oh no. Seems kind of camera shy, but awfully cute.
Hey, come here, buddy. I'll try to see if.
Aww.
Come here. Step up, Ollie. Step up. Let's see if my camera will. It keeps going crazy. I guess I can't deal with the contrast or whatever. Because he's kind of a bright yellow and white color.
And they've got the little red cheeks like a Pikachu, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's actually, I don't know if you know, but that's actually where their ears are.
What? Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Underneath the little red spots are where the bird's ears are.
Oh my goodness. So they can hear you through the little red spots.
Yeah. And I guess I'm assuming that the red, since red is warning in nature, it's a little protective thing for their ears. Since
Whoa. Who's Becky?
the only reason I found out is he likes being, they like being rubbed and stuff, and so you rub their heads. But if you scratch around there, you'll see a little hole. And it's like, there's their ear hole.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't like hurt him if you pat him on his little ears?
No.
Oh, good.
Never had to act too bad about it. Sometimes if you, just in general, no matter where you're scratching, if you scratch too hard, he tends to get a little angry. But he'll let you know.
He can make himself known. That
Yeah,
kind of makes
exactly.
sense. They've got, I mean, they've got.
your body.
Okay. Does Becky like Blazing Saddles?
I don't think she's never seen it either. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
She can't hear. I got my headset in.
Oh,
They
okay.
can
So
hear
she's just
you
checking it out.
talking.
Every now and then I'll do a tonal drawing. This is actually a lot darker, but my camera and my light washing it out a little bit. But
Did you say a tunnel drawing?
tonal, yeah.
Tonal. Oh my
Okay.
gosh,
Yeah.
I'm all right. Oh, I should try and get a little more sleep.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my camera, but it's way brighter than what it actually is. Like the paper's that kind of brownish tonal paper.
Yeah, you can see the warmth
Hey,
of
this is
it.
not doing that weird waving thing.
It looks
Yeah.
great though, and you can still see the bright white highlights on everything. Now, what are you using for the dark area? Is that like a wash or?
Just Copic tonal marker. So I've got a warm gray.
Nice.
Let's see if it'll. Nah, my camera's not gonna focus.
Kind of like a clay or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh, those are nice.
warm gray. Not quite sepia, but close.
Yeah, it doesn't have. It's not a gray that has like a bluish undertone. And
Yeah,
those are fine
exactly.
for some things, but it always looks a little sickly on white paper or like with a complexion or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
That's
a
really
fan of
nice.
like guys like Adam Hughes, where he uses he'll use these tonal markers. Like he'll use the warm colors for skin tones, and then like if you have a costume or something like that, he'll use the light blue, or I mean not the light blue, but the cool grays.
Oh,
stuff.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, so it's pretty freaky. I was just like, man, that's like you said, just a good idea, and I never thought about that before, but it has a good effect.
Yeah. I wonder like I wonder how that would work in like reproduction. Like would there be a difference in the grays when they're printed, or does printing use like a more neutral gray? Or
I
would it
don't
be
know
up and
how
down?
they do it, but it comes across pretty good. Like a lot of his
Mhm.
stuff he reproduces, and I guess they saturate the paper pretty well.
Mm.
Because I feel like I'm saturating the artwork here, and you can
Yeah.
barely see the tonal differences from my camera anyway, and it's kind of a bummer. But I'm really going in here and trying to model the skin and little areas.
I think it looks good. I can see all like the highlights on his cheek and his nose, and it looks like you've got the tone of the paper kind of like for the mid-tone, and then some of the like textures and like the inks and stuff with the with kind of a warm like gray around there. So I don't know, maybe there's more in there than you're putting in, but it looks really rich from my perspective.
What are you doing, Ollie?
Did you find some pens or something to go play with?
He likes chewing on. He has a bad habit. I used to do this in my fiance's work because that's where she got him from.
Uh-oh.
The boss didn't want the bird anymore, so she was.
Oh.
But he would go bite the keys off the keyboard on your laptops and stuff.
Oh no.
It's a nice little play toy for him.
Just give him an afternoon and he'll get like half the alphabet off there.
Come here, Alan.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine trying to put the letters on the keyboard back on without a reference? I wonder how many of them he'd get right.
Oh, Lord. Well, they got this weird mechanism on the keys on some laptops where they stick in, and it's got a springy little piece on it, and sometimes they're really hard to get it to snap back into place. So it was always like, he was very mischievous. He's a sweet bird. He's a sweet bird otherwise, but man, if he finds something to chew on,
He's all about it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
He comes over and brings you a key and puts it down. Hope you like it. Comes off. That was your favorite letter, right?
Exactly.
Does he like hide them somewhere? Or does he just leave them next to the keyboard and go get another?
He goes and pulls up one, then goes to the next one, tries to pull up the next one. He just warps on it and it goes on.
Oh my gosh. I've seen some of these things before people get, and it's like replacement keys for like keyboards, and I don't know if it works on laptops or not. But like they'll get them and they'll have like cute artwork printed on it, or they'll even have like little figures. So like I like Kirby, like from Nintendo. So he's this cute little pink puffball character. And so they'll have one where it's like Kirby just sitting on the edge of the space bar or something like that. And you can apparently some keyboards you can remove the keys and put like little cute like artwork printed keys on them and go like, there you go. So I don't know. He might be helpful with if you had those kinds of keys. Like here, take those off and put these on.
Oh yeah, he has his moments. We have another one named Dietrich that I got for my fiance also, and he's a little bit more aggressive. He'll definitely let you know he doesn't like things. He'll bite hard. Ollie doesn't. Ollie nibbles a little bit. You know, it's a very light. It doesn't hurt. It's just kind of like, hey, I'm letting you know I don't like this.
Yep. I'm present. I'm communicating with you. Let's resolve this issue now.
Yeah, exactly.
I can appreciate that. So is the new bird a bit younger and maybe he just hasn't, learned to chill? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he definitely is younger, and he wasn't raised like the pet store owners didn't raise him as long as they raised Ollie. So Ollie's a little bit more mild mannered.
He's better socialized.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that makes sense. It's kind of like we have our cat Momo, and he's a sweetheart. And you get them when they're kitten, and then they're still sweet. They're sweet cats, but they like to get into everything. And they run around and they're like, I want to bat at things. Do you want to play? I'm like, we just played. Okay, now I'm going to bat at your feet. Like, do you have to? And then, they grow up and they're a bit calmer and they're just like, hey, you're sitting down. I'm gonna sit down here too. You want to play with the string? No, this is good. Like, okay. So
yeah, I'd like to be near you,
Yeah.
Just lay down. Like, is he a lap cat then? Or no?
I
mean,
mean,
my cat's that way.
Yeah, he's a bit of an indoor-outdoor cat, but when he comes indoor, it's like he's there to just rest and take a nap and get head scratches and not like, hey, there was nothing to chase outside. I'm going to chase you. Like, oh, Momo, couldn't you go find some leaves or something outside? Like, no, I'm good. I'm going to come in here and sleep. Like, okay.
Also, he's outdoor too, huh?
Yeah, he is a little. He was, he belonged to one of the neighbors, from what I've heard. The girls in the neighborhood, I think, knew him, before we came into him, and he was owned by one of the people in the neighborhood, and then they moved and they just left him, and so he just wandered around trying to find another home, and he kept coming over to our house and kept sneaking inside, and Dad was like, I don't know about that, but I'm kind of like, oh, he's just a cute little thing, he's not dangerous or anything like that, but he kept coming around and it's like pets and make sure he had food, and then it just kind of like, okay, he's our cat now. So it worked. He found another house. So
we had a dog like that.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have him come in the house, but he was like the neighborhood dog where he just go around to everybody's house and we just take turns feeding them. And it was like that for a while.
Was he a friendly dog? Then he was.
Yeah, he was like a little feral? Cool. He was a cute little puppy with floppy ears. He was a dog, but he looked like small, and he'd just walk over and he'd be like real friendly. Hey, how you doing? And then you give him food, give him some water, and we all named him. And then he just wander off and leave, and you didn't want to see him for a while. And then all of a sudden he come back like, hey, wagging his tail.
Aww. So did everybody in the neighborhood name him something different, or did they?
No, we all had the same name for him. Yeah, it was the same name. We'd just be like, hey, look at it. And I forget his name now, but we just go, hey, look, there he is. And we see him sometimes like blocks away from the neighborhood, walking or driving. My mom and dad, like, oh, there he is. He's like just trotting down the sidewalk. Like a little like tramp, right? He's a lady in the tramp. He's just a little hobo dog.
Oh, that's funny. I always thought that, I knew that like cats can do that kind of thing and they'll basically not hurt anyone, but I was afraid that if dogs didn't have like a proper home that they might end up trying to like getting in groups and like being mean to people. But I guess there are some neighborhood wander around and they can just be okay? Or is it because he was a small dog? It wasn't a problem.
He was small, and I think because he was so cute and friendly, everybody liked him.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
hey, how's it going? He'd just be smiling and pat
He-
him. And
he
he
was
wasn't
just-
like, he wasn't like if you picked him up, he wouldn't care. He'd be like, hey, but we usually just pet him, and no one really mess with him. We just talk to him and give him food. Like, hey, do you want any water today? And he just smiles, and we just go
Smiles.
put a bowl down, and he'd drink, and then he'd pet him, and he'd walk off and go play somewhere else.
So he's just so well socialized that he wouldn't like. Nah, you don't bark at people.
No, he
You
never
know?
caused trouble. He's just quiet, walk up, and everybody. And then like sometimes you go over to your friend's house to say if they want to play, and then you see the dogs in their yard, and they be feeding them, and I'm like,
Ah.
and then he like go off and play somewhere else, and then he was always at someone's house, like kind of mooching off him, you know.
Oh really?
He was like a little vagabond, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, it sounds like
But-
he managed to have a happy life among a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, it's like parents wouldn't let him keep him, but we just he's kind of like the neighborhood dog, you know. It's weird. I think
Yeah.
about it. I forgot about it until we just start talking about the outdoor cats.
Yeah.
Good
I've never
memory.
heard of that kind of thing with a dog. That's really great.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. So everybody gets to take a turn having a dog, but
Yeah,
You know,
it's like
and I
we're
guess-
sharing a dog. It's funny.
yep. And that makes a kind of sense because if they said, "Oh, can we keep him?" Like, well, if you keep him, then he's not the neighborhood dog. And what about all the other kids that were like, "Put my dog on weekends or my Thursday dog"? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like,
And it worked though
would miss
because
him.
the parents didn't want to keep the dog. None of the parents wanted to take a dog
Right.
in. But if we just all like took turns feeding and he's wandering around, I'm like, that's
Yeah.
funny. He probably had like an actual house, and you just go, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some extra food. They don't feed me what I want."
That could be like maybe they're just like off during the day and they just let him outside and they didn't realize there was like a plank loose in the backyard or something. So he just took off and went and made friends with all the
Yeah.
neighborhood kids.
I saw like a YouTube video or his Instagram, and this guy was driving his car down the road, and he goes, "There he is. There's the bad boy." And he's looking at him. He's not supposed to be out of the house. And then he's like driving on the road. He sees the little dog, and just all trotting on the sidewalk, happy, smelling stuff, looking around. And then he pulls up in the truck, and the dog doesn't see him. And then he goes, "Hey!" And the dog looks over, and he looks like all happy. And all of a sudden, he goes, "What are you doing?" All of a sudden, his ears go down. And he's like, "Oh, He's like, that's right. You know you're in trouble." And he's like, "Get in the car." And he's like, goes over and gets in the car. And he's just staring at the ground with his tail between his legs.
Oh,
And
poor
it's like-
little thing.
You're just on a little adventure, like, yeah, it's great. And it's like, what are you doing? You're in trouble.
You're in trouble, mister. You're not supposed to be running around outside all wild like that.
Yeah,
Go
little
home.
dog,
All right.
man.
So you
Ethan.
ditched us to go eat? Or do you want me to put? Do you want
Got
me to?
turkey?
Do you want me to put the straw poll?
Yeah, put Eden in the straw poll.
I put Eden in the straw poll.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's
Another
cute.
scene in the
Oh,
movie.
camp-down lady, doo-dah, doo-dah.
Doodar, doodar.
Aw.
Yep, exactly. You gotta add that emphasis in there, Dudar.
Dudar? Okay. That's important.
When you see the scene, you'll know what we're talking about.
Ew,
That's
ew, ew, ew.
That's
I
cute.
gotta. I'll watch. the
And
movie
Eden did
someday.
this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's really good.
This scene right here is directly before this.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
Oh, because there's a big party and then he's breaking it up because they were
Yes.
like, I don't know. They don't look like they're causing a lot of trouble though. It looks like they're just having a nice time.
Well, they're supposed to
That's-
be working, not jumping around like a bunch of Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
There's a
So
line
they're
in
not
there.
supposed to be having fun. It looks so cute though. She did a
All
great
right, that's-
job.
Next up, we have Kevin Sharp's entry.
Oh boy, let's see if I can get some of this light off of it so it looks a little better.
Jeez.
There's Mongo was working on the governor, Mel Brooks, Spart, and there's the light doesn't get it really well, but my Gene Wilder is actually a lot better than that. There's a lot more tones on it, and there's like a glare from the light, even with the light off of it.
Even so, it
Kevin's
looks really
trying to Tell
cool.
everyone that it really looks a lot better than it does. So vote for him.
But it looks really good.
Yeah, I know, but I have no way of convincing you unless I take a picture. So I'll have to take a picture next time.
No, it looks great, Kevin. It looks great.
There's so many tones, and I just frustrating that it's not picking up because it's getting glare or it's getting bleached out.
Cameras can be that way, but it still looks good.
Oh,
And
thank
who's
you.
the guy that sketch with the little like the kind of sideways face?
Oh, this one right down here.
Yeah, that
Mongo.
was Mongo.
Yeah, Mongo. He's a character in the movie. He's one of the bad guys, but he's not very bright.
Oh, okay. So the best kind of bad guys.
But he packs a punch, though.
Oh, okay.
That was Alex Karras who did that, I think. Played that part.
That's the guy from was it Webster?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
A little
only
older, but he
Pawnee
was on
Game of
Webster.
Life. Poor Mongo.
Hey, thank you, Tommy Spear.
Is it? Yeah.
Or just Pawn in Game of Life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, sorry, Kevin. You're competing against Eden.
So what?
You're competing against Eden. Good luck.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
She
and
keeps
next
good
up
company.
we have The Cause.
Oh.
Look at constant throwing in lettering and stuff, man. Logos. Ah.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, but
He copy pasted the logo. Come on.
Dude,
no,
do yourself a favor
I paint
and watch the
bucketed it.
movie.
I did the paint bucket technique in lasso technique.
Oh yeah, for the logo or for
the logo. I just took the logo from some like a low res JPEG and just paint bucketed the shadows.
Oh really? Oh, that seems to work pretty well though.
And then kind of cut out the excess stuff.
So this is kind of like different for you, right? You don't usually do like live action movies that I can think of as much.
I mean, well, I used to always do portrait stuff and everything, but this is more of a kind of like stylized, cartoony.
Right.
I was trying to do something funny. I kind of like the way his face looks. It just looks funny to me when he's making that face. That laugh. His teeth are just like, you just see everything, like his gums and teeth and everything.
Yeah, they have great expressions. And he's a great actor. You can see
He's got
why.
a great face.
For radio and otherwise.
All righty.
That's awesome.
I think that's long enough for everybody to vote. Although,
people are voting.
I can.
I forgot they do votes. That's funny.
Yeah. All right.
Well, just have a subject and everybody's drawn on.
I forget. It's been so long since we've done it. It's like
I know, right?
I forgot we actually.
It's kind of nice.
Is there a poll?
Yeah.
Yes. It's in
Kevin,
the chat.
Elliot, Matt, and
Jeff
Eden.
Ricard. You made a poll.
Is it on Drawn Comics or not?
VPN user voting not allowed. Ah.
Uh.
All right, I guess I'll just show results.
So you can't have any of your alts vote for you?
All right.
You mean vote for
Results
Eden?
Are
Oh.
in.
We have results?
Ladies and
Oh, okay.
In fourth place. He's not even here, so it doesn't even matter. Elliot.
Oh. I hope Elliot's feeling okay.
In third place, the peanut butter medal once again with 20% of the votes. Matt, fashionably late, Cossin.
Oh, cool. Yay! Congrats, Cossin.
With 30% of the votes and bringing home the silver medal for the Miller household, Eden. My computer works, Miller.
Eden. Woo!
And with a full 50% of the vote total, bringing home the gold tonight for the great state. Great state of Virginia? Is it West
The
Virginia?
great state of obesity. No.
Kevin, Captain Steroids, Sean.
Bravo!
Yay! Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much.
Well, as well.
Congratulations,
We had
Kevin.
fun.
Let's put your piece up there so everyone can see. the winner chicken dinner for the night.
I'll just throw this in draw along real quick. I didn't even get to format it.
I can't share the draw along because
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
everyone just go to the Discord and check out the draw along. I can't do the iPad is kind of limited on what I can do.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Oh, wouldn't you know it? That's how computers be. They're fine, and then they decide, hey, I'm gonna just randomly not do anything. But like, I can talk. My phone's been kind of like piecing out for a while. Like, I don't do calls now. I don't do texts. It
But
still
that being
turns on.
the case, I do have to deal with crappy stuff now. So.
Oh no. Well, I hope it goes better than it starts.
Well, let's find out. But thank you all for being here and for hanging out. And you guys can hang out in the back room all night long if you want to. But I'm gonna go deal with reality that came in space in the middle of the show.
Okay.
All kinds of fun.
Well,
have a great
happy reality dealing with.
All right, night, Mike.
Take care of it. Sorry about that, Mike.
Bye, chat.
Thanks for having
Bye,
me.
guys.
Bye
Good
bye.
night, everyone.
Good night.
Excuse me while I whip this out. What in the wide